Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Derek Weldon, and this is the Cool JDM Show. I'm here with Maximilian Scheffler.
Hello.
And we'll start the show right away.
I'm also here.
Funny
Just
joke,
chilling.
Right? Now, in today's show, we had to cut a number of segments because our main segment ended up to be incredibly big. And so we usually have a list of things that we're going to talk about. It is kind of a minor list. We're going to talk about Gutty Gutty Coon, which if you don't know what it is, you're going to want to know what that is. We're also going to be talking about the fact that we have no car picks today because cramming everything into the show. Mike's got a ship and show to show. We got the questions at the end, so make sure you post those now. Or if you're watching this after the fact, put your questions into the comments section. And then, gotta say, mega segment today.
Mega segment.
Ultra segment.
Ultra.
Weirdest features on Japanese cars.
As picked by you.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
Wait, as picked by me?
No, as picked by... I looked at the camera and I was like, as picked by you.
Oh,
I didn't do the finger guns, but I did that.
Okay, so yeah, people did vote on this one to make this a segment, but it wasn't the audience that picked the things that are weird. It was me that picked the things that were weird with a little bit of help with everyone else in the office. 15 plus years exporting cars, and we get to see a lot of things. And so the list just went on and on and on, and I was like, let's add that, and let's add that, and let's add that. There's so much great stuff. Okay, so let's jump in right into that. So we've got our segment title. Mike, why don't you call us in for that?
It says industry talk, but is it more like... Can I do another one? Weird features.
Derek and Mike get weird.
Yeah.
Together. I'm looking at the screen right now, and I don't think it's updated yet. It says we have 0 concurrent viewers
there we go.
at the moment.
No one's watching.
No, it's
Some
not.
people are watching.
We got 14 concurrent viewers. Okay, so here are the vote amounts that we got. We got at 17%. If money isn't a concern, what car would you modify and how? Looks like people don't care about that. Or we keep adding in really interesting things each week.
That one. I think
Maybe.
the other ones are so interesting.
At 22%, everything you need to know about Japanese license plates, which I think can
Also
be interesting, right? You can watch the show and then become smarter than everybody else and then really rub it in. And then our topic is going to be our favorite weird features in JDM cars. That one is 61% of the vote. Woo. It's huge.
And that starts right now.
So I spent nearly an hour this morning looking for either pictures or video clips of these, and I couldn't find all of them. So there are some exclusive things we'll talk about that the internet really doesn't even know about at the moment.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure there are tons of people watching as well who are going to know extra little bits. So comment if you're watching live, or add a little comment if there's a weird feature that you know about that we don't.
I feel like there are a lot of weird features that took place in the 80s that are just so far removed from anything. Like maybe an optional extra on a car that wasn't popular, or this option wasn't popular, like what you're going to talk about later, Max. We're putting that into the show. The window thing.
Yeah. I don't have a picture though.
Why not?
I didn't take it.
Oh, I can't believe you didn't take it.
You can find a picture
once in a
online, though.
lifetime.
It was just driving past me, and I.
No, you should have chased him down.
Yeah.
To go
Stop!
get that.
I have to take a picture.
I've got a
of you.
show coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Or Tuesday, your guys' time, most
We
likely.
can find a picture on the internet of it though. Or did you?
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Because we can.
We'll jump right into this. I didn't do any specific order here, so it's not like going up into the more crazy or whatnot. Just didn't have time to do something like that. First one that we'll talk about is the swing vents on the JZX 100 or the Crown or the JZX 90s. I think the JZX 80s might have had them. So this is Toyota Cresta Chaser Mark II. I think they also had them on the Verosa. Also might have had them on the Mark II Blit. A number of cars had them. And what these are is an oscillating AC vent that swings back and forth and back and forth. You guys might already know about this because in the main channel, I always point them out when we sell a car that has them. And if you've seen one of those videos, then you know about these, but most people don't know about them. So this is your chance to gather that information so you can squash other people intellectually.
This was the main reason I wanted to get a Crown as a daily at some point.
Right?
I saw it in one of the videos.
It's a stupid little thing, but it is just so cool that, like, you don't you don't need this because within seconds the inside of your car is all a uniform temperature.
Yeah.
But the swinging back and forth is it's one of those things.
Button right there in the middle. And you're like, bloop.
I found out in my research that Mazda also had a car, the 626, that had this in North America. But all the cars that I've seen them on, well, I never knew this was an option. But then seeing the cars here in Japan, I was like, wow, this is cool. Never seen it. I thought it was a Japanese exclusive thing. And there are a few other things on here that do exist outside of Japan, but there are a ton of things that are Japan exclusive.
How do these differ from the Century ones? You know, the Century ones have the dial, and then you can actually see the dial turning.
Yeah, I think the JZX80 might have that as well, or one of the older Crowns. But you can watch the one that you move with your finger, also moving back and forth because they're just geared with one another.
Yeah, very cool.
I can't think of any other cars that had them. I'm sure I'm missing some of them. Hiace has never had them. I believe that mostly Toyotas, because Toyota's like, what are we going to waste our 1980s, 1990s money on the most?
Swing vans.
What's going to be next?
Vans, yeah.
Swing vans. Okay, and just another call out. If you're in the chat right now and you have some other ideas for something quirky, go ahead and talk about them in the chat. There's a good chance that it is something that we have got on the list, but who knows?
Like swing vents was the first comment and is the first thing.
It's the first thing.
I was like, how did that happen? Do you guys tip Greg off?
Right. Greg and I have a meeting before the show where we're like, now we're going to go over this and this, so make sure you look extra smart in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2, this is crazy. So this is a Nissan Pulsar GTI R. If you don't know, this is a SR20 engined 4-wheel drive, turbo, 230 horsepower, Group A rally car.
It's a hot hatch.
Hot hatch, a super hot hatch, actually.
Super hot hatch.
When it came out in the late 80s, I think it was 89 that it came out, it was extremely hot. Like 230 horsepower 4-wheel drive hot hatches didn't exist. But again, it was a rally homologation. For whatever reason, they were like, we got this cool car. It is already immensely cool. Let's add an umbrella on it that you can pull out from the B-pillar.
Oh.
That's what that guy's doing. There's a little door and you open it and you take your umbrella out.
So if it is a rally thing, you know when you go to rally, it's usually like bad weather. I don't know, not usually bad weather, but there's a chance of bad weather.
Yeah.
And you get all those people standing on the side of the rally tracks holding their umbrellas. Boom.
Sure.
They're like, you bought this car because you like rally. We know you're going to rally. Here's an umbrella.
So you think that like, the people who are going to go view rally are likely driving Pulsars. Yeah. And then the marketing team behind the Pulsar was like, we know our audience, so we're going to put an umbrella in because they want to go watch rally.
Yeah. Either that or they're like, Rolls-Royce thinks they're the only ones.
Rolls-Royce also has these, right?
Yeah.
So this one, on the base of it says Nissan. How easy is it to pull up extra pictures while we go through these?
We can pull one up from here.
The umbrella itself, I believe, is just a flat gray, and then it doesn't have any Nissan logos on it. But it's not that one that has the R. That's a Golf R, I think.
Maybe
you can see, that's what the umbrella looks like, and then it has a Nissan logo on the boot or on the base of the umbrella.
Missed opportunity.
I suspect that a good condition version of these umbrellas are probably pretty hard to find. I would think that maybe some people put them back into the casing when they're still wet, and it'll get moldy in there. Umbrellas, like, how long do umbrellas last? The car is 30 years old now. Umbrellas sometimes last 4 or 5 years.
Do you think there were some people who bought the car and didn't even know it existed?
I'm just thinking that.
It existed?
I don't know if this was an option or if it was on all of them, but I always check when we don't sell any of these anymore. They're really old cars, but I always check, and we've never gotten one with the umbrella.
But it has the little slot for it?
Yeah, the slots are on all of them.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly where you would want to put it, right? You don't want a wet umbrella in your car, so you're like folding in the umbrella, and then immediately...
I wonder if there's a ventilation inside so to take care of that.
Or if it was just a big hole.
Yeah.
Which then leaks down into your your rear quarters or something.
And it's a Nissan, so it's going to rust.
Yeah.
Luzoy Hardware has something that I don't think we have on the list. The Crotch Cooler 9000 vent.
That's his, not crotch.
What's a crotch?
The Gooch.
What's a Gooch Cooler 9000 vent?
The little vent. in between the legs.
Right. Inside the seat.
Yeah.
Oh no. The Nissan one
Below
underneath the steering wheel.
Yeah.
That has the little pivot roller so that it cools your nuts.
Or if you're a lady
you censor
driver.
that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Derek, he doesn't want to use up one of our one swear words we're allowed for the show. That's a really good one. I like that idea. I think there were some cars with a seat that had an AC vent as well. I just can't recall what it was. I feel like it might have been a German car.
I was gonna say my memory is a Euro car as well. I thought it was BMW, but really don't know. I don't know if I'm getting it confused with those little pull-out seat things, and then people store their phones there.
Right. Okay, on to the next one. This one, this is a 3-in-1. So of course this is a Honda City. This is not the turbo model. This is just the regular version of a City with the turbo bumper on it. A little bit weird. And it has a Motocompo, which is a foldable 50-kilogram bike that you store in the trunk with little straps. Now this was got to clear up a little bit of misinformation. This wasn't something that came with the car, and it wasn't an option with the car. It was just a fun little bike that you could buy from Honda at the time, and in their advertising, they say you can put it into the back, but it was a completely separate thing. Of course, you could have bought the car and bought the bike at the same time and said, look at this, I bought a car with a bike.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of miscommunication. This, by the time the internet came around, the 80s were long gone, and I think that it was mostly nostalgia information being put onto the internet in regards to this sort of thing, and there was a little bit of a miscommunication there. But the bike itself was 80,000 yen. So at that time, it would have been about $800. No. It would have been... The yen and the dollar changed a lot, but in the 80s, it would have been about $1,500. But in Japan, because of purchasing power, it would have been closer to about $800 at that time, because purchasing powers were completely different. Like a regular Nintendo at that time in North America was $200, while in Japan it was the equivalent of like $600. So it's weird. But yeah, little motorcycle. We've got two of them that we used to rip around on. We haven't in a while.
No.
Yeah.
They're fun, but they're really just a toy. They are not really usable on the street. Max speed is 35 kilometers an hour.
Until we do the Motocompo adventure, the journey to the
which we are
center of
definitely
Tokyo.
doing.
I'm looking forward to that.
I have two Motocompos. All we need is the adventure.
And we need to
adventurers.
take those Motocompos to a shop to make sure that they'll make it.
Yes, please. That'd be nice. Well, if they don't, we'll put them in the back of a BB and drive home.
The brakes on the Motocompo are a little more than the brakes that are on bicycles. So when you're going 35 kilometers an hour on the street around cars, you kind of want to be able to stop a little bit faster than that, but you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And when you go at like highway speed, you go at 35 kilometers an hour, the fastest speed that you can get. The bike is very unstable.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's very short wheelbase, right?
And long foldable.
Yeah.
I was gonna say handlebars, but they're like on stems.
Yeah, so those handlebars, you can see in the picture there, the handlebars will fold into the base of it, and the seat will fold down into the base of it, and the mirror as well, and then it stores into the back. And I will say it fits very nicely into the back of a BB open deck.
Oh, I was gonna ask. So everyone thinks that they came with the City Turbos came with the Motocompos, right? Do they have a provision, like a special spot for them?
Yeah, they had a strap system that were used to put them into the back.
And there was an indent in the trunk, right? Where you can kind of...
No, the trunk is just... I think they designed the bike to be put into the trunk. And so they just tried to make the size fit with that because it fills up the space pretty much perfectly. A little hard to put it in, actually, because you have to tuck in the front wheel first. Yeah. And it's 50 kilograms, so it's a little heavy to be picking that up.
Fun thing, when we filmed the Fit video, we tried putting the Motocompo into the Fit, and it didn't fit.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. The Fit was the City, right? The City turned into the Fit.
Yep.
Eventually. And then in a modern Fit, which has more space inside, they don't have enough room for the Motocompo. The older ones that had less space perfectly fit it. And it's kind of ironic. Yeah. I'm no, sorry, Grant's interfering with the show right now. You did have to fold the handlebars in order to get it to fit, Grant.
Gregor is saying, get Max the electric one for the chase cam.
You know what? I wanted so much to like the new new version of the foldable motorcycle, the electric one, but I just can't do it. I think it is fugly.
What does fugly stand for?
Ugly.
Oh, you didn't use the swear nice.
No, I did, but he quickly bleeped it out, so you're safe to use it if you want.
Yeah.
Two other things about the city, because I just there are things about the city that nobody cares about because the Motocompo is so weird and quirky that it always plays second fiddle. There were a number of amazing options with the car, but one of them that comes stock on all the cities, including the turbo ones, we've got a video of this, is a drink cooler in the dashboard.
Oh.
And so take a look at this.
In the dashboard?
Yeah, watch.
So I guess bypasses the AC.
There it is.
What? Fairly unassuming.
Oh, yeah.
And look, got a couple of drinks in here.
Hey, that's cool. Little
Kirby
Kirby drink.
Is that from... Oh.
It says jelly sparkling on the drink. And you could either pipe the AC or the heater through it. And as people know, in Japan, hot coffee is in the can are pretty common. That's why you can do both cool and hot. And
Wouldn't want to push the wrong button and then heat up your Red Bull. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's only suitable for smaller cans, not bottles. So you can't store something in there while it's a bottle that's been cracked open,
Yeah.
But it's cool that it has it. And then, oh my gosh, this is the only place on the internet that I could find this too. And this was a reoccurring problem with my research. Not research. I didn't research any of these. They just came to mind and we used our communal brain in the office to come up with these. But finding pictures of some of them, really tough. This is the only picture that I could find or video on the entire internet of this.
This. It's not the next one.
The
right?
drinks.
And the next one, I couldn't find anything. So what it is it's another option that you can get for the Honda City Turbo. And this car came out in 83, which was a time in Japan where Japan was killing it with stereos and stereo equipment and stuff like that. So it had a number of crazy options like equalizer systems that you could get. Like there were like 5 different upgrades to this car stereo. They also had bass shakers in seats. As an option.
That's so cool.
If you don't know what that is, it takes the line from the bass line, and then instead of creating audio out of it, it vibrates a seat like the PlayStation controllers do.
Seems like a stupid idea.
I remember like car audio in the late 90s was all about stuff like that. I remember my roommate had the shakers, and he's like, yeah, these are awesome. He would do his car audio competitions and bass shake the seats.
As you do?
I wonder if any of these still exist. If they have
yours don't have them?
No.
Because I think you checked, right?
Of course I did. Yeah. I want those. The rare options are absolutely my thing.
Yeah.
But I suspect on such an old car, if you use them nowadays and they still worked, you'd shake your car apart. Because they didn't make cars in the 80s like they do anymore.
Like, we didn't think you'd still be using these in 2025.
You turn it on, the whole car will start like rattling. Okay, so off of the Honda City, those were the 3 options I thought might be interesting. The next one is on several cars, and I'm sure it's on more cars than the ones that I found pictures of here, but some of them might surprise you. This is the Active Front Aero, or just Active Aero, on Japanese cars from the 80s and 90s. And so are we taking a look at the video right now?
I've never seen it on the R30 and 31.
That was, the R31 and 32 both had it.
Oh, not the 30.
That's actually the Supra.
Yeah.
This is just a video of Active Aero on cars.
Stuff, yeah.
So had it on the R31 Skyline. Had it on the R32 Skyline. You can see it right there. He's going to get into the car and he's going to press the button. So these would usually be manually operated with a speed sensor as well. So over like 70 kilometers an hour or 80 kilometers an hour, then they would come in. A lot of modern cars, especially Porsches and Audis and stuff like that, have these sorts of things. But this was also in the 80s, and they were the first manufacturers to come up with this sort of thing. So the next one we'll take a look at is the Supras,
People know
which
about
again
this one.
only in Japan. In Japan and Europe, pardon me. North America didn't get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wangan.
And Mike's car, the GTO is the next one, had 2 forms of the active arrow. So the front splitter. It's hard to see, and the rear spoiler gets a different angle of attack.
Oh.
Did yours have those?
No. It is the most common part that is broken on the GTO,
On
and
all
there
of
are
these cars,
many.
actually. If you can get a car that has these active parts and it still works, that's remarkable.
Yeah. When I got my GTO, I wanted, kind of stupidly, the GTO was known for having all of these different features, active arrow, all of this, everything, and I was like, I want none of it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it still went broken. So there's just no winning.
After all, right?
Yeah. I was like, I'll get the one that is least likely to break. Oh, it broke anyway.
You know what I should have added is all the cars that have the glass roof, like the Light Ace with the full glass panoramic roof. I didn't add that, or the High Ace with
Crystal Light roof.
Delica. There were a ton of those vans, like
tri-cosmic roof,
right? And there was what other ones? There were a number of like 80s and 90s minivans that had glass roofs.
Yeah.
And again, nowadays we see glass roofs on lots of cars, especially from Germany, but bad idea to get one because Japanese ones or the German ones, they're going to break. Yeah. You're going to be sad about that. We just drove that Atra yesterday, right? None of the covers worked. The AC didn't work in that car.
Yeah.
Hot car.
Yeah.
Glass
yeah. Like a little magnifying glass everywhere.
Right, basically. Toyota Serra's like that too. Has a full glass canopy. It's glass for the windshield, roof, and the trunk is all glass. And it's tight inside those, so you get baked.
Melted interior and melted driver.
And then the last one with the active arrow that I thought about, and maybe somebody in the comments knows one with active arrow too that I missed.
Sorry.
No, there's no picture for this one.
Good.
The Toyota Hi-Ace also had an active front chin spoiler. You think of active arrow as a aerodynamics for sports car kind of thing, but the Hi-Ace is like, me too, guys.
Yeah.
I can be a sports car too. And it's a decent size as well. You know, those have a good amount of ground clearance. It's like this much ground clearance to the front, and then they've got a spoiler about this big that comes down, and I suppose it does something for aerodynamics, but
I was gonna say, like, as a salesman for Toyota in the 80s and 90s, if you're trying to sell a Hi-Ace with this active arrow, like, I get it for a sports car. You're like, this is a sports feature. You've seen those race cars? Well, guess what? Our sports car has the same thing.
You get a race car too.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, dope. A Hi-Ace? What are they like? Hey, you want a little bit of extra gas mileage?
I know how that goes. When it comes to car buying, the person who actually makes the decision on the car, and they've studied this, is usually going to be the mom of the mom and the dad pair. Because, like, especially if you've got a family, because, you know, you need these sorts of things. And then the dad is always feeling like, oh, wanted the sports car, had kids. The wife is right. We do need a minivan.
Yeah.
So the salesperson can be like, look, Dad, I know what you really wanted. And while you can't get it, I can at least get you that active spoiler that you want.
Your car will be nothing like a sports car except for this part.
On a technical side, though, under-car air is bad for aerodynamics. And it creates drag. And so if it reduces the amount of air underneath the car, you are going to be reducing the drag. You'll probably get some, albeit small, amount of drag reduction, so better fuel economy on the highway.
It's probably like, look, if you press this button, you can impress your neighbor.
Yeah.
Also, you're paying less for fuel.
Yeah.
How much of cars is that actually, though? These small features that are dumb that people didn't buy for their cars. Yeah. It's mostly a marketing thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are other cars with active arrow that I didn't think of. There's the Tommy Kyra Skyline that had an aftermarket one as well.
Oh yeah, what was that wing called?
Oh, it had something stupid. The Robo Wing. We talked about it
for
recently.
the BMW Hardge, though. They've called it the Robo Wing.
Anyway.
It had a weird name for the Japanese one as well.
Active arrow, very cool, always broken.
Okay, so the next one is a little bit out of left field. This is a Toyota Porte, which is basically a larger version of the Vitz or the Echo hatchback or the, I don't know, there's like 15 different cars that Toyota made on the same platform. Same as the BB open deck, basically.
I'm wondering what the special feature on this is.
So this car has 3 doors. On the right side, it has 2 regular doors, a front and a back door. On the left side, which is the passenger side, it has a single sliding door to access the front and the rear of the car.
Right. Yeah.
So in the next picture, you can take a look.
Wink.
And so you can get into the front and the rear with the sliding door, but you can actually see through the car.
That
You can
looks
see
so
the other
weird.
side has 2 regular doors. It's like could they not have put that sliding door on both sides? Or was that a
Yeah.
structural integrity problem?
I
Or it's
don't-
like you get side swiped on the passenger side, at least it's not the driver.
kind of feel like the BB needs a sliding door now.
And of course, porte being the French word for door. So the car is Toyota door. And its feature is the door.
This is the cool thing, the door.
It's almost like Max, how we're like, when we make the YouTube videos on the Drives Japan channel, we come up with the video idea that can do a good thumbnail first and then create the video around that, right? This is the same
This is
thing,
the
but
car version of it.
Right,
Yeah.
Toyota's version of it. It's like, I think Toyota door is a good name, so what can we do with that, guys?
What can we do with the doors? How about one less, but it slides?
I will say, though, hugely convenient for anyone who has kids and they're worried about their kids slamming a car door into the next door neighbor's door or something like that.
Yeah.
Sliding doors are heaven sent for kids that are...
Door swingers.
I was going to say something a little bit meaner to the kids. But yeah, and here in Japan, tight parking spots.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go out to the shopping center, you don't have a lot of room, so this makes it easier to get in and out of the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I don't think I'd buy a car specifically about this, but sure. It's a bit weird.
You're not a parent.
Yeah.
A little bonus feature, right there where you can't see where I'm pointing, but like where you put your feet in the back seat is a storage compartment that's like 15 centimeters deep. So it's a little secret storage compartment
All right,
that's
for
underneath on both
documents.
sides. I don't know
Okay.
what you're going to put there, but
Documents.
it is cool.
The kids have documents. Kids need a place for their documents.
The kids, the documents. Nobel prize winning
Yeah.
future kids. I hold my documents in the porte floor. And look, it's got 3 doors. And you can buy these to import to Canada. They're not US legal yet, I don't think. You
We've
want of
sold
these?
one, haven't we?
We've
One or
sold a
two?
couple. One customer bought one and then was so impressed he went and bought a second one.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, on to possibly my favorite car on the list. We have...
I've just noticed we have Honda City and now Toyota BB on the special features list. I'm starting to understand why you like both of these cars so much.
Yeah, I am a sucker for special features.
Yeah. And
Especially the BB. Like,
yeah.
this just... It's so cool. It's like a concept car that they were like, we're just going to put this on the road.
Yeah.
They sold a fair amount, 10,000 of them or so, 12,000, something like that. So this is our video when we first bought the car. So those are the wheels that used to be on it. And so the first thing is the hold on. This is just the beginning of the video. I think I missed a timestamp on this or two.
This is the timestamp that I got.
Okay.
What do you want to
Technical
show?
issues, ladies and gentlemen. Please wait a moment.
This one... All right, you're going to have to seek through it because this one's wrong. So
Okay.
what we're going to show here is the rear trunk, which...
Is here.
Yeah.
That is,
There you go.
Okay,
Wait.
so,
At this point, it's still opened.
so you've got the back there. It's
there
like
was a
pickup
point in
truck.
time it opened.
Yeah.
Another common break in these.
That's a little rough. Still is. I mean, we didn't get
It's
any
worse
replacement
now.
parts. We've almost never cleaned the vehicle.
I know.
Okay. And then the next one, the suicide door on the side. So just like the Porte, Toyota was all about the 3 doors. So on the driver's side, you only get 1 door. And on the passenger side, you get 2 doors, which is very cool and unique. On the other hand, it is a pain in the butt because you can no longer
Yeah.
open the rear door unless the front door is open.
Yeah.
So in the back, you're just kind of sitting there until someone remembers about you. So
Yeah.
a car only for people who like their kids or remember their kids.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're leaving your kid in there.
Funnily enough, isn't this then the same opening that they used for the Porte?
That's interesting.
I-
I wonder
yeah.
if there's some
Probably, right?
shared structure between the two of them because it is the passenger side and the opening is roughly the same size.
Guess depends because the Porte seemed like it was further back, but I don't know, maybe not.
Interesting to think about.
I gotta say, sometimes when we're parked up, like on the side of the road here in Japan, that's the left side of the road, so the curb is on your left. If you can't open the front door all the way, and you need to get into the back, you get both doors that should be closed, and then they open like this much, and then you can like squeeze yourself in the middle, and you can't do anything.
We're driving the
Very
white BB
annoying.
right now because our van is in the shop, so we're just using the white one for our family things. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt because it's like you open the driver's side door, you kind of get out, you open the passenger side door, and you open it like you got to do a little do-si-do to get out. Yeah,
Very weird.
and
I'm just realizing there's like a lot of holes in the BB. Like if there,
right.
like
This,
that's a
I guess,
massive
is the
opening.
next thing.
Right, so the back opens, and I'm not sure exactly what they were thinking with this back, because... Can you pause it for a second? Just like that. Okay, so that back window, there's no lock in the up position. And so if the idea of having the pass-through is, oh, you want to like carry construction goods or something like that, longer pieces of wood or something, you can open the center, you can put long things in there, and then you can drive around and do long things, right? But you can't drive around when the window's open like that, and there's no lock to hold it in place.
We tried
like a spoiler.
when shooting video because it you start driving and the thing goes.
I mean, the air dampers are probably not in the best condition anymore. And yeah, that otherwise the pass-through, I don't really get what if you can't drive around with it open to act as a larger cargo vehicle, what is the point of it? And this shows its roots as a concept car that was put into production, right? Stuff like this is great for marketing, but it doesn't really have a use per se.
Didn't Canada Andrew
Who also
film
owns
out
one
the
of these.
back? He filmed out the back, right? When we would come back from one of the races, and that's how we got some Roadster footage.
Yeah, on our first race.
Yeah, I just remember seeing, like, you guys were driving in front of me, and I see the little window open up, and I'm like, what is he doing?
I always
So
thought...
back then it still worked, like the dampers.
Yeah, it worked a little bit better.
Maybe. I think it was still like he was still having trouble with
it
it.
up with one hand.
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
probably.
I always thought though, like if you can get a harness system on those back poles, then you can set this up as a cool camera car for doing the running shots. Just someone has to be brave enough to get into the back with a harness.
Seems to.
What do
be
you
my
think,
job.
Max, the camera guy?
We
Max
don't have
is-
any other camera guys, so what other choice do I have?
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. And if we had a harness and the police pull you over, you can be like, I'm wearing my seatbelt. And they're like, ticket, ticket for you. Yeah. Okay, and then just a couple of other things here. The cargo seat thing, go to the next video. And this one takes a little bit...
Like this,
No,
is this the...
no, next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, the next one. There we go.
Okay, this takes a little bit of time to explain. Can they hear the audio in this?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So the seat can be configured in
That's
a few
really
ways.
weird.
That's kind of table setup so that you can, and this was in advertising for the car, you can sit in the back seat and use it for your laptop.
Oh.
And it actually
Okay.
is fairly comfortable. And just when we first bought it, I did that a few times just because, this is fun.
Because you love cool features. Got it.
I just found out that sitting on the tailgate when it was open was better.
It's like a seat for little people.
That's so funny. You can convert it into that shape, and then somebody goes to sit in it, and they're like, whoa.
What do you mean? This is totally normal.
And you fold it down like that, and now you have a flat... Can you pause it here? So now you have a flat area that between the back seat folded down and that seat folded into a weird shape. And again, this was used in advertising to show it in cargo mode, and they had boxes and stuff stacked onto it. Of course, you're not going to use it like that unless you're us. Like we honestly bought the wrong car for this use. We needed a high ace so that we can transport goods and stuff like that. But instead, we bought a BB because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And then now we use it as a cargo vehicle. So we have done this from time to time. And it's not the best because you go around a corner and all the boxes fall on the driver. But, you get used to it. You can do the one hand on the steering wheel, one hand holding the boxes up kind of thing. And it is semi-useful like that. Also, you'll see in the next picture that there is some use in that for converting it into a sleepable area, which I'm not 100% sure you're going to want to do in the BB because there's not a lot of space in here. So go on to the next feature.
I don't know, though, because you can do the same thing with the driver's seat, right?
No, this option's only on the passenger seat.
Oh, it looks like the driver seat has the same
I
thing.
could be wrong about that.
I don't know though.
Max, thank you.
It's for your surfboard.
I'm gonna go check that out. You know what? I think you're right.
Because then you can sleep, right? But like that rear opening it's not completely flat all the way through. It's got that weird little like portal thing. So
it's not bad. There is like a gap like this big between the tailgate when it's like not the tailgate, like the double tailgate. Like the back panel can fold down on top of the tailgate when it's folded down, right?
Right.
But then between that back panel and the back seat, there's going to be a gap of about 15 centimeters.
Yeah.
So it's like a hole to fall in there. You got a big butt. You can plug your butt in there. Okay, and the next one. So this, and I kind of believe that this wasn't a real thing until one of our customers bought a BB Open Deck and it had this option.
One of our customers who is currently watching and chatting.
A rear tent that goes on the back of the BB Open Deck, a car they only sold 12,000 of. They were like, yes, please, let's create an optional extra tent that's going to cost us how much in R&D and how many of these are we going to sell?
That's kind of the story of this car, right? Like those seats, the way they move and store, they weren't used on anything else as far as I'm aware.
It's all bespoke parts. So it's like Toyota throwing their money around. And I say this all the time, but Toyota, after the fact, like in 2007 or something like this, was like, we're going to make a policy change that we are now going to not greenlight a car unless there is proof that it's going to be profitable. Yeah. And I think they were talking directly about cars like this.
Yeah.
Because what are you doing, guys?
Not profitable.
Which is a shame because profitable cars are important. Unprofitable cars are important for brand image building, or can be. And so the back tent is an option, which there's only like 3 or 4 pictures on the internet.
Wow.
And it is very cool, not very useful. You know what I just thought? Those back seats, there's probably a way you can set them so that the back seat is at like a 45-degree angle and can be leaned on when you're sitting on it like this, I think. So there you go, the open deck. Rear tent, one of the most exclusive and weird, only in Japan moments there.
And these are incredibly rare. So everyone knows Grego is the one in chat that has the BB open deck with the tent, and he didn't know the tent was coming with the car. We didn't either. It wasn't listed on the auction sheet as far as I know.
It wasn't listed on the auction sheet, but I believe that I found the tent when we were doing the report for it.
Yeah, I think it was just put in the car as like here you go, here's the rarest option for the BB.
I don't suspect there are a lot of people who must have this tent, but there are some. Like, you know, Canada Andrew also has one of these, right? Yeah. And so he keeps sharing links with me on Yahoo Auction rare parts for these because they had like exhaust headers and strut tower braces and undercar braces for it for structural integrity and all this weird sporty stuff for a car that's obviously not sporty. And so I'm like, I could use some of these because
you love
I'm an
weird
idiot,
features.
basically. And people are buying them for insane prices, like the undercar braces for like over $1,000 or something like that. So I suspect that this tent, there's probably people out there who are like, need that at any cost.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how much the tent costs originally, but probably $400 or something like that seems reasonable to me. And then $300
super
maybe?
Rare.
Nowadays could be well more than that.
Yeah. So, Greg, I hope your tent doesn't have any little rips in it.
Yeah.
And you'll need to update us with
color changing LED panel, another option on that. Yeah.
Yeah, like how can you jam pack so many different features and options and extras in a car that you're like, we're not actually going to make that many, but look at all the stuff we did. But we're not going to make that many. But like a Hiace is cool, sense, right?
Gregor says the tent was 26,000 yen.
Wow.
Okay. Not that expensive, honestly. That's
now
like,
it's probably 10 times that much.
Selling the tent could be your retirement plan.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, so when we bought the Lupo for the race driving, right? We bought it for 400,000 yen, so like $3,000, and it came with 2 nearly brand new seats that retail for how much?
The
100,
same amount
150,000 yen or
Each.
108.
Yeah.
Right.
each.
So we almost got a free car
Mm-hmm.
if you just sell the seats. And stuff like that is really fun. This is
Yeah.
what keeps the auction fun for me.
I've seen that too, like BBS wheels, like proper BBS LM wheels on a car that's worth 200,000 yen, and I'm like, buy wheels, get a free car, or get half price wheels, get a free car.
Yeah, wheels are a bit of a risk though, because there's a good chance that LMs aren't in good condition anymore.
Yeah.
Need
Generally,
to be
people
restored for $1,500 or
Yeah.
something.
Should
with-
we? Sorry.
Dozo.
Should we leave the BBB?
I don't want to. I love the
Behind.
No,
BBs. I
you're
love the
done.
BBs so much. I bought another one even when I regretted not buying a Hiace the first time.
Okay. I'd like to bring the attention of the amount of tabs that we still need to go through. So
But
This is
we've cut the show down because we had so much, right?
Yeah.
This is the verbal equivalent
Let
of
me
Max
eat cake,
pointing at the clock.
Max. At least he's saying it so that everyone can hear it at the same time.
It's good. Max is
Otherwise-
keeping
yeah.
us honest. Keep the train moving.
Next one,
another tent.
the Toyota Prius
I
can
can't
come
believe
with
this
a
one.
pop-up roof.
This is so weird. Oh, it like
It
that is
extends
so
onto the
weird.
roof.
And I have seen some of these driving around. It's not only the Prius that has these. These pop-up roofs on cars that don't deserve them are common. I've seen them on like Marches. I've seen them on, geez, what else? And a number of weird cars that are not campers.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can really fit a bed in there. Right?
Also, that's what I was just wondering. Like, where's the camping portion of this? Like, I get that you got the pop top, but now what? Like, what else are you doing?
You can't stand in here if you're laying down. Like what? Like
And
I mean, you could sleep in one of these. You can fold down the rear seats and you could sleep in a
yeah, but
Prius.
it's just like
It's gonna be
sleeping in a
cramped.
normal car with the seats folded down, right?
Right.
Except the bonnet stays up, or the hatch stays up.
You could go
Which I
to a
guess is part of it,
tailgate
but-
party and you can like, I don't know, just like what you're saying.
Yeah, you could.
You could have a Prius
know.
at the campground and then get approached by people who are like, that's weird. And you'd be like, yeah.
It sure is, isn't
I
it?
know.
The only reason I can see somebody buying one of these.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't also the trunk, like the biggest thing for the, like if you're going to be sleeping in a trunk, which I've done in the Legacy, right?
Sleep in a trunk.
I-
Right. You have a pop top and it's still considered sleeping in a trunk in one of these.
Yeah. So the floor, right, of the trunk, for most sedans, the floor, like for a Legacy, the floor is flat. The hatch opens and the floor is still flat. But for a
Right.
sedan, there's a lip.
Yeah.
So when
and the
we
Prius,
sit in
there's a lip
trunks,
too. It's like 10
Right.
centimeters lip.
so when we sit in the trunks, you're like sitting in the bottom of the trunk, and then your legs go up and over the lip, and it's very uncomfortable.
Right.
So-
I didn't find an interior picture of this because, again, it's probably not a very common option. And
Can't
I
imagine
don't-
why.
I think it's like a coach building company that makes these. I think that you could buy them through Toyota,
Are they out
but
of
Toyota
business?
doesn't.
Sorry.
Toyota doesn't actually manufacture any of this stuff. It's like
Yeah.
they take a car body in white and then put it on an already complete car, and then you can buy them through Toyota. Maybe special order because I couldn't see them making a bunch of these and then being like, "Look, we got a bunch of Priuses with pop-up roofs we can't sell."
Yeah. And everyone's like, okay, so can I get the normal one? And they're like, well, yeah, but you don't want this weird one?
Oh, what can I do with that
No.
roof?
It's fun to see, but no, I
You
don't
can
want
pop it
that.
up and then
Okay.
press dads at the camera.
Why? It's only an extra 10 grand.
So I feel like a bunch of the pop-up roofs / weird heightened roofs are commonly used for people with disabilities here in Japan. And for whatever reason, the disabled cars, or well cabs as they're called here, are very, very popular. Our next one here is a Toyota Alphard, and it's a video here so you can see it. And it has a crane seat.
These are so cool.
And almost every maker in Japan, especially their minivans, has these seats. You can get BBs. We've sold a BB with one of these seats.
Yeah.
It wasn't an electric one. It was a mechanical one that would swivel and pull out. But it's for ease of getting in and out of for Japan's aging population. And while I don't think that they're that useful, like climbing into the
I
seat of a
disagree.
minivan is very, very easy to do.
Nope.
I'm not old, so I don't actually, I mean, I'm not that old.
Are
I
you
don't,
watching the video though?
I've seen the
Like-
video a whole bunch of times.
Right. So you were just saying, what if we get a camera car for Max? Can you imagine?
Oh my god.
And you'd have your seatbelt on too, so like you're not doing anything illegal, are you?
No.
I don't think that they allow it to work while
We
you're
need to
driving.
modify that. Can you imagine just Max sitting on a chair?
That it would be the perfect. I would be plush
Yeah.
while driving and filming.
We could get you like a race harness so you're
It-
actually somewhat secure. We could
It
flip
has a
down the
little
little
footrest.
armrest. Yeah.
Armrest, footrest, and then there's.
Yeah, and there are probably 50 plus different cars that have these. So if you want one of these and you don't care what kind of car that you're getting, you can just type in well cab into the search at auction, and then you can find all the different cars that have like you'll get wheelchair ones and like other types of like there are also a lot of wheelchair cars with little fold out ramps and you
Yeah,
wheel your
at the-
wheelchair into
yeah,
it, or if it's
yeah.
got a crane to pick up your wheelchair and secure you in place.
Yeah.
It's,
Most of these cars will have both, right? Because you need somewhere for the person with mobility issues to sit and then somewhere for their wheelchair to be
Right.
stored.
And Toyota actually has their own dealer chain that they have everywhere. They got one just on the street specifically
Oh,
for
yeah.
welfare vehicles.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
you know what I just was reminded of? A lot of people always ask us, what are the hidden gems at auction or these
This
future
one.
classics? Honestly, fire trucks, well cabs, weird stuff like this, these well cabs are usually very cheap because the people who want a minivan don't want the well cab.
Right.
But the people who need a well cab can only have a well cab.
and there are
and
so
usually
many of them
they're-
on the used market that there is much more supply than there is demand.
Yeah,
And
for
people
sure.
don't want to spend the time and money to take that stuff out. So if you're looking for a camper conversion, there's great high ace, high roof vans that have
Yeah.
wheelchair lifts in the back that once you take them out, you've gotten a half price high ace
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
a high roof and windows in the roof and everything. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Because I think a
How
lot
about
of the businesses who want these well cabs, they will buy them brand new. And then when they're done with them or upgrade, they're getting another brand new one. And then they're like, who's going to buy a used wheelchair vehicle? And everyone's like, not me. So they're cheap. Anyway, those are, or us, for Max's camera
look
chair.
Look at the last two chat.
How about hearses? Would be good for sleeping in the back.
Sleeping a long time, Greg.
They've got room to lay flat, that's for sure.
There are cars that creep me out when I go to like shoot them. I think I've gotten over it, but the ambulances,
Yeah. I
when
was
you
just gonna
shoot
say
ambulances, it's
yeah.
like chances are someone's died in this.
Yeah.
So you
Or you
have
see-
to be,
You see a little mark in the corner that looks like it's been cleaned. You're like, is that blood?
or the
Someone's
smell
blood?
inside smells like hospitals,
Antiseptic.
Right.
Kind of, yeah.
and it's like. eh. On the other hand, no other vehicles saved so many lives as ambulances have. So,
True.
Yeah.
And you know they don't speed because we see them when they come through. They're like very ginger with the accelerator.
now, you guys probably don't know, but in Japan, the ambulances go at half the speed
yeah.
of the traffic. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
It's not uncommon to catch up to an ambulance with its lights and sirens on, and you're like, do I pass you because you could go a little faster?
Right.
Guess you don't want your patient who's having a medical emergency to be like, whoa, slow down,
even,
race
even
driver.
so, though, like when they're on the way to pick someone up, they're
Yeah.
slow too.
Yeah.
It's like a euthanasia program or
And also,
something.
people here don't seem to get out of the way of ambulances too much.
Euthanasia program?
I
What, driving slowly?
did you just get that?
Sorry, yeah. I couldn't believe it.
Right. You know, they drive overpopulation, you know.
Yeah, if it
Actually,
takes us
Japan's
an
not
extra...
overpopulated, but this is bureaucratic Japan, and legacies don't change. So.
Guy from down the street, well, if it takes us an extra 20 minutes to get there, maybe we don't have a problem anymore.
I will say, though, that the ambulance locations are... There are lots of them. The ambulances stay
Yeah.
at the hospitals, which there are lots of, because hospitals aren't this big, monolithic hospital in Japan. They're usually except for in this area, there's like the university hospital. It's
Yeah.
huge. But the hospitals are usually a little on the smaller side. And then the fire stations, fire halls, also have ambulances as well. So
Yeah.
they're scattered everywhere. So while they are driving slowly, the response time's generally pretty fast.
Yeah.
Next one.
Thanks, Max. Next one is, so this is the inside of a Delica, and this one has the glass roof that I was talking about, and rotational seats, which I didn't put on the list, but I probably should have.
Yeah,
Delica
that's cool.
also has an optional extra. See that?
But exceed.
See
Sorry.
that hump? that is the transmission hump. They have an optional extra pad that gets attached to that to act as seats that you can sit on to face backwards. We've sold a couple of them that have come with them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the same fabric as the regular seats, and they're just little cushions that slot on there and snap into place.
All right. If you, instead of airbags, want another passenger flying at you in a sudden braking situation.
I don't know why they put wood floors into this one. It's
Yeah.
weird. But I didn't pick this one to show the glass roof or the seats, which are both very cool optional extras. I picked this one because it is an interior of a Delica, and I thought it was the best way to show the karaoke machine that you can get in both the High Ace and the Delica. Now, while this one doesn't have the machine, it would usually slot right here.
Wait, what?
Right here. See where my finger
Derek is pointing to here.
Yeah, so there's a machine there, and it has options for the karaoke machine. And so it has a plug-in for a microphone. It has a echo sound effect that you can add that all the karaoke machines have.
Need to have.
And then it has the video or the in from the karaoke machine that you would like bring into your car, and you would plug it into that. And then the up to 2 microphones with volume gains on them exist. So you can have a karaoke good time on your road trip in both the High Ace and the Delica. A fairly rare option, and again, it's not something that the sellers often put on the auction sheets, so it's like a little bonus, and we've sold plenty of them with these karaoke machines. Pretty rare on the High Ace compared to the Delica. We've probably seen 20 plus of the karaoke machines in the Delica come through, and the High Ace only 2 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't believe in the High Ace the machine comes with a TV and a videotape. Yeah. The Delica doesn't. So you'd have to bring in your own portable karaoke machine, which was a thing in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go on a road trip and distract the driver with really good singing.
I mean, it's pretty common to go on a road trip and sing anyway, so why not have microphones? And
yeah, I guess why not? You're right. I can't argue with it.
Glass roof, party time.
Yeah.
Good singing.
It's
like a
cool.
good time.
Yeah.
I will say, in my experience, and I could be wrong about this, Japanese people are great singers on average compared to what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Because I think karaoke is a very big cultural thing here, so maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
Or maybe the language and Japanese language, the intonation matters a lot. So that might have something to do with people being more tone friendly, I suppose.
Something else. These have swivel seats, right? You can like slide them forward and face them backward.
Yeah.
So then why did they have the optional extra to put the extra seats where you would like slide that seat forward, turn it around?
Delicas don't have swivel seats on the fronts.
No, the rear ones, they're on those tracks, right? So you can slide those forward to face what would be the second row at the back or third row
you're
of the
correct.
car.
But I suppose in a case like this one, which has the third row seat removed, you might want to have a facing party when you don't have a rear seat because you've put goods in the back, camping stuff.
Yeah,
whatnot.
Fair enough.
I just noticed that this one has the upgraded audio system. See those speakers at the back on the roof?
Oh, yeah.
All the ones with the karaoke machines have those. And they're a component speaker, so there are 2 speakers in one. Honestly, probably don't sound that good by today's standards. Speakers are only really good for about 10 or 15 years before they start to kind of break down, depending on what they're made out of. But car speakers are always paper cones.
Cool.
Yeah.
Many cool features. This episode should have been quirks and features.
This next one is it's a cool box / hot box / ice maker that a number of manufacturers put into their cars. Now this one here is a picture of a Land Cruiser.
They also had them in the Esteemas.
Did they?
Yeah, when
you had the one when you were a kid.
Yeah, it was one of the options that my family really wanted, is to have a little cool box for snacks and drinks for road trips.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You happy with it?
Yeah, I think it worked fine. Yeah, wouldn't get that cool. Like if you were on a summer road trip with, the engine is pretty much right there.
Yeah.
I think we would usually put like extra ice in it as well to...
I drove a Land Cruiser 100 series briefly, which is the same as this picture here, and it was like mega cold.
Oh.
for that one.
Oh,
So
maybe ours
the
just didn't
Estima with
work
the
that
engine
well.
right in the same location, basically, as the hot and cool box might have had something to do with that.
Yeah.
You can get these in the Land Cruisers, several generations of them. I think 80 series, 100 series, I believe 200 series. I don't know if it's 60 series, but I would think yes, because they had them in the Toyota Crowns of that era. They had them in the Crown station wagon, which we will talk about a little bit in a second. Have them in the Crown sedans.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No.
So in the back seats, you would like sit in the back seats, and the parcel shelf on the back had it. So you'd have to go like this on the parcel shelf, and there's. And
Wow.
I shot like hundreds of Crowns before I ever noticed that that was a thing. And then someone in the comments pointed it out. They're like, "You're not talking about the fridge in the back." And I'm like, I
What
didn't know there's
fridge
a
in the
fridge
back?
for that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not really a fridge. It's a box that the AC or the heater gets piped through,
Yeah.
right? But in some of these, like the Land Cruisers and the Hi-Ace and the Delica, you can make ice too.
What?
And so they're not just the AC piped through. They actually have refrigerant that goes through the system.
Whoa.
They have their own
Wow.
like condensers and everything. Very cool, right?
That is cool. DW is asking how common are these on the 100 series?
100 series? If I were to guess, I'd say probably 20% of them have them. They're not hugely common, but you'll find them fairly frequently. Again, these sort of rear options, and maybe we shouldn't have had this segment to begin with, because people are going to get all
did think about
jonesing
that.
for these rare options
Yeah.
that you can't intentionally buy.
Yeah.
It really has to be ooh, you got lucky, you got the one
Yeah.
with this, because
Yeah.
the sellers don't realize that this can add value to it. Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
occasionally
diff
you'll see that.
lockers and Land Cruisers, right?
Yeah.
Gregor was saying his Mark 7 GTI has a little vent to the glove box to let AC in.
That's cool.
Keep
Fun
your
fact,
drinks cool.
The 99 Altezza has the same thing.
Oh, really?
The glove box is cooled or heated.
Yours has that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And the Nissan Xterra has one, but it's the best one I've ever seen. It has a little door, and it's one of those push to unclick, and then it'll open, and then push again, and it clicks in, right? And inside has circle exactly the size of one can of Coke that you can slide in there and close.
Oh, that's cool.
And I've seen a
Not a
number of
tall
them
one
also
either.
that pipe the AC through the cup holders in the console.
Yeah.
I think Land Cruisers do that, and a decent amount
It's a
of new
smart
ones.
idea, though.
Yeah,
Or you do it
and
like-
heaters too on some of them.
Or you do it like Honda and you just put the cup holder in front of the AC.
Yeah.
Should-
I don't know if I had a car that's like, this has been designed to heat your drink. I
Especially
think
with
that's cooler.
like a little slot perfectly sized for something. I would be like, I will just put something in there.
Right.
Yeah, a little Coke can.
Yeah, or something that doesn't deserve to go in there. I wanted to cool my keys, or I don't know.
Yeah.
You want into something
Totally.
cold, you can do it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, with phone charging, you have phone coolers for the induction charging pads because they
Oh.
get too hot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, all these new cars with the induction chargers.
Yeah.
That's definitely a cool thing.
Oh yes, cup holders in the Porsche. Let me get started on this one.
What's
next,
the cup holders on the Porsche?
The little thing that you like, the little bar on the passenger side. You can
Oh yeah,
click
you
on
push it and
opens.
it's got this
Right,
arm
but
that
you can
comes
also,
out.
You can also close the center again. So it doesn't need to stay open and it just swings in front of the events. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Denzel clarified and said, how common is it for the sellers to list options like this? And I would
it
say
highly
not
depends
very.
on the option. Some
Yeah.
options are like so cool that
Yeah.
you'll see it frequently.
Like crystal light roof and everything, although you can see
it in
it
the
from the
pictures.
pictures anyway, it is commonly mentioned.
Right.
But
Yeah,
cool
it's
and
hard to say.
hot
Every
box.
option has its own rarity.
Yeah.
So, staying on the Hi-Ace train here, we're going to pull up the next one here, and this is a hot water boiler.
That is.
This was
the coolest.
driving me nuts because I could not find pictures of this very easily while I was looking, and we were
Yeah.
running out of time. We finished our prep for this 2 minutes before it started, before the show started. Usually we designate half an hour for warm-up and going over the topics and stuff beforehand, but I couldn't for the life of me find this, and you would think it's going to be all over the internet, because what car can boil water for you to make tea or coffee if you want to do drip style?
This has got to
Right
be
in
the only
console.
one. Surely.
I feel like I've seen it on like an old Mazda Bongo from the late 80s or something like that.
They did a lot with those cars.
But yeah, hot water boiler. and it's made from Zojirushi is the company.
Oh, it is?
So
Yeah,
it's actually
which is a
Wow.
high-end brand
Yeah.
here in Japan that makes rice cookers and kettles
Yeah.
and stuff. I've never tried one. I would be afraid of 25
Yeah.
years old and probably not used very often. Maybe somebody, I don't know, made tea in it and didn't clean it out or something.
But also, like, can you use this while you're driving?
Yeah.
And then what if you get in an accident? Like, instead of
Hot water
glass
goes
shards, I now have hot coffee all
Well,
over the car.
So you can see that pot
Woohoo.
goes into that slot and then the lid clicks down. So if you got into an accident, most likely you would not be scalded by boiling water.
Okay. That's true. I see a little thing for the handle too, so
Yeah,
it
the handle
fits
sticks
very
out.
securely.
While the rest of it is
Hopefully.
inside.
Zojirushi. Yeah, that's
When you-
really cool.
When you searched for that picture, I tried to search too, and apparently there's also for the newer Hiaces a shower option.
A what
A
option?
shower?
A shower, yeah.
What does that
For-
mean?
You open the rear door and you have a shower head with a little tank in the trunk, like in the back.
Wow.
It's for people who go surfing or
Uh-huh.
diving or stuff. So after going to the beach, you can just shower on your car.
These are so specific.
Right?
Like, you have to be a surfer looking for a high ace and want a shower
Well, you
in
might
your
pick
car.
the high ace over anything else if it's the only thing with the shower.
Sure, but how many surfers are you going to gain as customers?
Surfing's popular in Japan.
This
And they all
summer
have
when I went
high
to the
aces.
beach, I actually saw one with a
With a shower?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And there was no public showers at the beach where we were.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Hold on, are you sure this is an option from Toyota or is there an aftermarket company that makes it?
I'm not sure. Disclaimer.
But of any car, I would believe the high ace might be one because
Yeah,
the high
for
ace
sure. Yeah,
campers
yeah.
have these sorts of things. They have
Yeah.
little pass-throughs so that your internal shower can be used outside. You know,
And I will concede that if you are a surfer and you're looking for a new car, you could absolutely be swayed immediately by the company who is making the car that suits your lifestyle.
Wait.
However, the number of people that you might get as customers is probably
you're
still
writing high ace
extreme-
instead of
yeah.
high ace.
Doesn't it?
I don't think there's an u in shower either. Spelling in Japanese sucks, by the way.
So it's shower. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so these all look like campers so far.
That's a camper. Yeah.
Look at the camp with the door.
This guy, there's like a shower.
Yeah, he's the
thing.
surfer. Look at those abs. Wow. I mean, the next
zoom in,
thing that we're going to talk
enhance.
about,
Yeah.
and again, a high ace option.
What?
Is there no picture of this
That's
next
not
one?
a
There was-
high
there was-
ace.
Yeah,
No.
go back one.
Spoiler alert.
Uh,
To the abs
okay.
guy.
you can just type this one in. Put in high ace, joyful talk.
In-
And this is a very common feature on the high aces. I don't think it works very well, though. There you go. Just pick up that one. Okay, so the joyful talk is an intercom system for your high ace. You press the button, and then you can speak, and then it goes through the speakers in the back,
Oh.
so that you can like tell your kids to shut the fuck up.
I was going to say
It
to the kids
doesn't,
that you
and whoever designed this was definitely a parent. It doesn't have a way for the people in the back to talk to the people in the front.
yeah. Because
Good idea.
if you've sat your kids right at the back of your van, you've done it for a reason. You don't want to hear them, but you still want them to be able to hear you.
Not joking.
So that's the
sole reason we have a van, a 3-row instead of a 5-seater, is because if our
Fights.
kids fight,
yeah,
you are getting split up.
yeah. We had a family of 4. Do you know how many times I rode in the back? Quite a few.
How many times did your older brother ride in the back?
Nah, it was too big.
Not
and it was
fair.
usually if I was like, I'm getting away from this. I just want to be in the back, chill out on my own.
Yeah. So yeah, joyful talk, a cool feature, probably not that useful. The speaker also, it's
Could
fairly
be.
crackly. It also has a volume, so you can tell your kids to be quiet, and then if they're not listening, you can crank that volume up.
Yeah.
And yeah, that one you can see in the picture also has the clearance sonar, which in 1991 or something would have been pretty high end as well.
It seems weird. Like, my general opinion of Japanese children is they're much better behaved than Western children. So
You haven't been a teacher of children here in Japan.
I mean, I guess not if they're putting features and high aces to relegate your children to the back and then yell at them over an
Okay, wait a
intercom.
second. Plot twist. Hiaces are often commonly used as business vehicles for construction workers, right?
So yeah, telling your construction workers.
They're absolutely not choosing this feature though. If it's a work
So-
vehicle, they're like,
I wouldn't think.
they'll just get a
Also,
megaphone and turn around.
Hiace is different from like Hiace wagon and Hiace van are different. So the Hiace
True.
van is the construction one, and the Hiace wagon is the consumer one, which pretty much turned into the Alphard. Because when the Alphard came out, they only made the Hiace vans from then on. Or the wagons were much more van-like. They were no longer plush and nice. That was the Alphard's job to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next one we already saw. And
Okay.
people know about this.
So this is basically a Toyota Tercel that they decided to
Cook the occupants.
This is Toyota. They wanted something that stood out. Now, I think the Sarah, it started in like 88 or something like that. 88 or 89. These were one of the cars that was imported to Canada right when I was finding out about importing. This is 20 years ago or something like that. More than that, 25 years ago. And it's just very incredibly cool to have a car with butterfly doors from the late 80s. And it's just like, wow, oh my God, Japan has all the stuff that they don't have anywhere else.
Yeah.
But now that I've been exporting the cars, I realize these cars are junk. Like, the Sarah is incredibly cool, but again, wasn't actually made for a real person. They are so cramped inside, and there's glass everywhere. The window on the roof is the same window as the side. Right? You can see that?
Mm.
And so you have a centimeter away from your head, a solid glass that you go over a bump and you're hitting your head on glass.
Crack.
The windows, I'm not sure if you can see too well, they're like 22 centimeters tall.
Hello.
They're that big. You can't bring your drive-through food into the car without opening your door, which might be a bit of a feature, right? Oh, let me get that drive-through stuff.
Yeah, except then you're like, wait, let me reverse and give myself an extra meter on the side so I can actually open my butterfly door.
Actually, they don't go too far away from the side of the car.
Okay.
It's like maybe 30 centimeters away from the side of the car because they lift up.
That's not bad then.
And again, the trunk is the same way. It is full glass and cool, but they built the car out of the Tercel, which was their cheapest car at the time. So it has a 1.5 liter super slow engine with all that glass, a lot of weight up high in the car, so it doesn't handle very well. Very cheaply engineered suspension components on it. And the interior of these, while unique to this, not the same as the Paseo or the Tercel, very, very, very cheap feeling.
However, it was the inspiration for the F1 doors.
What's the F1 doors?
McLaren.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
This car was the inspiration for McLaren.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Didn't know that.
I think it was... I don't want to spread misinformation, so I'm just keeping it.
I don't know. I think just do it.
If there's something that wins about this car, the seats on them have a fantastic 90s pattern.
Cool.
And then there are versions of it with upgraded audio that has a triple component speaker in your face on the dashboard. See if you can get a Sarah interior picture, because I think it might be interesting to show some of these.
Just spelled Sarah.
S-E-R-A.
The doors don't match the rest of the car. Like, you expect those kind of doors to be on something way cooler, but I guess maybe that's from, oh my God, Pimp My Ride, but from Toyota.
I mean, there you have a speaker here.
I wonder if I'm wrong about those
Here.
seats. Come to think about it, the seats are no, maybe it's the floor mats or something. There's something that's very 90s.
Very 90s.
I mean, the whole thing is...
Oh, there you go. There's your purple and
I feel it was like teal and yellow and bright green with like a confetti look or something like that. I see a lot of these with
Yep. There we are. That's the Sarah.
anyway, the car that cooks you.
Yep.
yeah.
You want to go next one?
Still cool. We sold one of those with the turbo engine swap from a Starlet.
Oh, really?
Very cool.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we sold it to somebody in Florida.
Oh, okay, oh, that's the one I was thinking.
Okay, next one.
This
My
is
favorite.
so cool. Yeah, this
I
is
didn't know
so,
about this.
so cool.
The Hilux pickup truck, to begin with, is one of the all-time coolest cars. And oh my god, that picture there makes me want to go drive in the grass
Yeah.
so badly. The Hilux in Japan is already way cooler than the one we got in North America because you can get them in a quad cab. Sure, the bed in the back is small, but for most people, you don't need that 7-foot bed or something like that.
Bigger back than a BB.
Right?
We need a Hilux with a crane as a next
Oh
work
my
car.
god, when I see them come up for auction, we've bought 2 of them before, and neither of them the crane worked.
Yeah.
And I was so sad because the crane actually, that's what the crane looks like when it's in the exposed form, the erect form. When you compact it and put it away, what? It looks like a hoop roll bar.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even look
Yeah.
like a crane is in the back. I mean,
You-
it does
you can
because it
see.
says Hilux crane or something like that on the side.
You can see the little slot that it would
Right.
slide into. Yeah, it would turn around and then bloop.
Insane feature.
Yeah.
Like the way that they integrated it.
Yeah.
And the Hiluxes, like K-trucks and other Japanese style trucks, are the ones that everyone uses as work trucks, right?
Yeah.
Pickup trucks are inconvenient, so you would suspect that most people in Japan would pick a Japanese style truck over a Hilux. But you'll also find that in Japan, there's something about the Hilux owners, they tend to work with their trucks.
Yeah.
And so it means a lot of them are in kind of poor condition, but
But they
They're
had maybe
very
features like
cool.
this. Well, I don't know. It's
because
very
people did
uncommon,
use
but-
them for construction and stuff like that, maybe a little bit better to have as a daily, obviously, than a K-truck.
Yeah.
K-trucks are semi-nasty to drive.
Yeah. Can you zoom in on that thing there? I'm wondering if just on that bottom piece, it looks like there's something sticking out.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's a crank. So the way it works is it's electronic for the crane going up and down,
Yeah.
like the winch that pulls the wire, but moving the arm this way is done on a crank.
Oh, okay.
So you set which position that you want, and then you can go from there.
Imagine being a kid and your dad has this.
I
and
would
your dad
swing a
lift
kid
you
from
up
that
into
crane.
the thing with the crane.
Hmm.
That would be so cool.
Exactly. Put him in a little harness and then just like swing him on the crane.
That picture looks really good too. It's in good condition. The 2 that we've sold were both burgundy, nasty peeling paint, 300,000 kilometers.
But they had a crane,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
it's worth it.
crane truck.
Yep.
And you can get
That was
winches
me.
and other cool
Hi.
stuff with these too. I wonder if the winch and the crane truck use the same kind of, like the same basic winch feature.
Let's move on.
Honda Beat. Okay, so I only have one thing to say about the Beat in terms of special features. They sold the Beat from 1990 to 1994 or something like that, early 90s only. In 2010, like 4 years after the Beat went out of production, Honda was like, let's make an upgraded audio system for the Beat that has iPod integration and USB integration.
Oh, I remember
So
this
this
now.
is the normal one, right?
This is the normal one. You can click on the next button there, and then it has a color screen. The other one has an
Damn.
LCD screen, but this one, or LCD, like what is it called? Like a solid LCD.
No.
Yes,
that's-
it is an LCD, but like it can only illuminate, like an alarm clock. It can only illuminate the areas
Right,
in
yeah,
sections. The new version of it obviously is just like
It's
a
a
color
display.
screen, but it uses a similar motif. You can plug in things like USB into it, which is, I understand why they did it. There is no single DIN CD player in the Beat, and you really can't have the Beat interior made to install one. Like there are aftermarket consoles that kind of widen it to add in a
Yeah.
single DIN CD player slot, but they get in the way of knee room and stuff like that. So this upgrade allowed you to now have more modern like audio instead of a tape deck that they had previously.
Still cool.
Yeah, very cool, but it was very expensive, wasn't it?
Right, I think it was like 200,000 yen or something. There were 2 options. There's the iPod one and the non-iPod one, if I remember correctly.
Next feature.
Next
Right.
one, it is, I'm sorry everybody, it is not a cool feature on an 8.6 per se.
What?
It was on several
Clickbait.
cars. I only picked the 8.6 because everyone loves looking at these, and it was not so much an optional feature, it was on all the 8.6s. and that is the chime that would play when you go over a certain speed in the car. So they had these
Very annoying.
for a short amount of time. I think it was about
2 weeks.
I think it was
Then they
about
realized
4
they
or
annoyed
5 years or so
everyone.
like that. And I believe it might have been either mandated or heavily recommended by the government. You'll find sometimes when the Japanese government wants to mandate something, they'll recommend it instead and everyone will
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, honestly.
I think it has to do with the like legal system here, where the government is not
Legally allowed to
yeah.
mandate certain things, because with
Yeah.
COVID that was the case.
right. Yeah,
think, as
Japan legally could not shut down or tell people not to open their businesses. They could strongly recommend that you don't do that.
Right. Big Daddy government, we strongly recommend
Yeah,
that
so
you
then
do this.
Yeah. And then in Japan, people are just like, okay, that's the law or that's the rule.
Does anyone know what speed it was for the car before the chime went? I think it was like
100.
I thought it was 110.
I thought it
or
was
something.
110. I think it was like just above, because like 100 would have been the speed limit, the max speed of any
Right.
road in Japan at that time.
Yeah.
And then 110 would be enough above
Yeah.
that, you know?
Could
And it
have been
sounded
like
exactly like
107
what
or
you
8.
said, Max. The sound that you were making, it sounded very similar to that.
Yeah.
And I have heard these. The only car I've ever actually heard it on was an old Town Ace, because I don't really drive cars, like the older cars, to the port, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't speed all the time. The roads around here are 100 kilometers an hour max speed. No, 80. Until you got like Tome and,
Yeah.
you know, but the all the way to the port, 80 is the top speed.
Next one. It's
Speed limit
Okay, the
eraser.
EFCRX in Japan has a number of excellent features. Number one, the B16A engine came out in this, well, it didn't come out in North America. So while you got 110 horsepower in North America, you got 160 in Japan, a
Yes, please.
significant jump, both from a 1.6.
Yes, please.
But
These are so expensive.
the glass roof was a fairly common option on these. In fact, the hardtops are rarer than the glass roof versions.
Oh.
And then in Japan, you could option rear seats if you wanted. So most of them came as 2-seaters. And then you can get the North American style 4-seater ones if you wanted. So when these were just barely importable to Canada, it was like, wow, Japan, you guys are dicks. Like, give us the bad version.
That's the swear.
Dicks isn't a swear
No,
word.
you use that. That twice. Don't say it again. That's 3 times.
But like the difference between the CRX being a very popular car, great, like people loved it.
Yeah.
Right? To find out, because internet wasn't telling us things in the 90s about this sort of thing, to find out that the
Right.
Japanese one had all of these great things, you could at that time hide these things from one country to the next. And it was probably more expensive in North America too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Next one.
Dicks.
Oh man, we've sold at least
Yeah.
a couple of these.
No, okay, so sorry everyone, North America also got this option, so it's not a Japan exclusive,
Okay.
but it is incredibly rare because you had to pay apparently an awful lot of money for this. But you also had to use up a decent amount of your
Yeah.
trunk room for
Your
it too.
already limited trunk room.
So this was a subwoofer system for the FD RX-7, and it uses little like 4.5-inch subwoofers that cut the frequencies so that they still would use the sub. But Bose was experimenting for the last 40 or 50 years on like the way low frequencies work in like they would call it like the wave balance or something like that. And so they would have these small stereo systems with these tunnels inside that loop around and stuff, because they found that your bass actually amplifies when it has a longer path to travel through. And so you can see the little curves in it because they wanted that pathway to be longer.
Bose was experimenting with how much space they could take up by making you purchase their product.
And apparently, like I read some reviews on it assuming that it was BS, but apparently it was pretty decent. And as well as Bose's home theater stuff. Like they
Yeah.
would sell like units that had like a CD player or tape player in it with all of these weird little intestine-like interior of it. And they were like $4,000 in the 80s.
Yep.
And like they were the go-to compact
They
way
worked.
that you could
Yeah.
get good bass in your system.
This is certainly compact.
And Bose still does this sort of thing, just not so much in cars because
Yeah.
you want your trunk space. RX-7 not having very much trunk space to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't buy an RX-7 for trunk space, so I mean, what's a little bit less
I bet it was expensive
for
too.
pumping? Yeah, yeah,
Like Boa's name on the
yeah.
on your car audio, plus some weird like custom made for the car, right?
Yeah.
And Bose isn't going to do that for cheap.
No.
Nope.
I don't remember the ones that we've purchased. I don't remember trying out the
I never did.
system.
Yeah, I just assumed that the speakers in it would be bad. Like
Yeah.
blown
Yeah.
speakers, you're not going to really understand what
old.
it's like.
Oops. Next one.
Next one is a Toyota Soarer, in case you can't tell from the picture. This is what they call the Aero Cabin, which, how many did they make of these? I think it was like 200 of them.
That is
wasn't
rare.
It wasn't many.
What is it with Toyota wasting all their money? No. I'm starting to understand what that guy was saying, that we need to
Yeah.
actually make money on these cars.
Yeah.
And so this was a Soarer, which was the gentleman's version of the Supra, right? It was an inline six-cylinder,
GT.
basically the same as a Supra,
The Super is kind of GT
but it
as
was
well.
yeah, they're both GTs.
Yeah.
There was the
This was like
Adults
the
GT and the Boy Racer GT, which was the Supra.
Hmm.
So
Boy Racer GT sounds weird, right? I always think Grand Tour. I'm like, oh, it's for the
honestly
elderly
speaking,
gentleman.
yeah, it wasn't the Boy Racer car. It was too expensive for that,
Yeah.
the Supra. And so yeah, they made a retractable hard top version of it that doesn't fully retract all your stuff.
Right. Nice.
Much
And
like the
It looks weird when it's in
smart car.
the open position.
Hmm.
Yeah, smart car has it.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Mini. Fiat 500.
really?
I think so.
There are a number of cars that have
Mhm.
like mechanical hard tops, but in the 80s, it was not a big thing. There was like a Ford. The heck was it called? Not a Thunderbird. I don't know. There was a Ford with a retractable hardtop in the 50s. And then there was like nothing else for a while because you couldn't have the crash safety of rollover
Yeah.
with a retractable hardtop until they learned how to engineer these things. But I guess to get past that, they still have the frame of the car there, including the back windows. So I think it kind of looks stupid. But it is that unobtainable Toyota dream
Yeah.
that people have heard of if you can get your hands on one of these.
And these are
All the power
fantastic
to you.
looking cars as well.
I think they look stupider in the Aero cabin. I hate to say it.
Mm.
The back window is completely redesigned and the trunk is completely redesigned. So your
Yeah.
trunk is a lot longer
Yeah.
and your cabin is a lot smaller as a result. It kind of has proportions like an older version of the S15 convertible, where your cabin area is just kind of shrank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a good look. But
Yeah.
naming, again, on point. Aero cabin.
Yeah,
I
very
love the name.
Japanese, isn't it?
Aero cabin.
Can we show a
You're
picture of what the car looks like, where there's the full car?
It was a Sora.
Yeah.
I like, yeah, I don't know. I
Right,
go
that
back,
back
and
end
forward.
was shrunk,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure that they got rid of the back seats.
It's like a little
Still?
transformer.
Like, look at this picture here.
Yeah.
You can't see the front of the car as well. It just looks a little weird.
But
It's like
driving with this through Yokohama.
Looks like a
at night-
ute. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so true. Sorry.
Driving with this through Yokohama at night.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
sweet.
Toyota guys, they like anyone who knows about this is going to be like, oh my god, this might be my only chance to see this
Yeah.
ever.
They're rare and they sell for a lot. A lot.
Yeah,
They're not always in
we've sold, I
fantastic
believe,
condition.
2 of them.
Yeah.
2 of 200.
And they
exported
the
at PCA.
roofs of the ones that we sold, both of the roofs work, but you'll find these whenever they're at auction. It often says the roofs don't work. And good luck getting parts for a 1 of 200 roof.
I
You're
just had to check
3D
if the,
printing stuff.
if Del Sol was on the list when you said the roofs don't work.
The Del Sol is on the list.
Yeah.
We need to hurry a bit.
Come
Okay.
on, Max. Come on.
Rapid fire.
Rapid
These
fire.
are
What is-
knee
I
pads.
couldn't get a good picture of this. So these are for the interior of your car for anyone who wanted to do sporty driving. You would go around a corner and you would lean a lot, which means that sometimes you would want to brace yourself with your knee, which is going to be painful if you have a hard dashboard to brace yourself against.
But we've got the solution.
A number of manufacturers had the solution.
Yeah.
Nissan did it. Toyota did it. I'm sure
Still
there were
does it.
others.
Still does it.
Mm-hmm.
And these were pads that you can optionally get that would screw into your dashboard. And they would be
ruin your trim.
I believe that they had brackets that would go behind them as well, so that it wouldn't just go into a floppy thing.
Yeah.
Like one would go in your door and one would go in the
it's like a
center
frame
console.
behind it, right? Like
I suspect, because they're very robust. They
Yeah.
don't flex a lot, and they're not very soft. They're just like
hard plastic, honestly, with a slight bit of cushioning on like the outer.
right. They could be a little softer, but if they were, they'd probably deteriorate faster. So
Sure.
give and take. They do space out a little bit more, so it makes it easier to hold your knee against them as well.
Yeah.
And this person's selling them. Obviously, you can see how one of them attaches onto the center console. The other one would go onto the door. And they're pretty common on R32s.
I know we've sold cars with them already on. I'm pretty
GT4
sure.
had them.
Yeah, we've sold some
MR2s have
cars
them.
that have the holes for where they should have gone too.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
whoops.
remember seeing that, and I was like, "What the hell? What's this weird pattern of holes?" And then you were like, "Oh, it's probably those weird knee pads."
These were an initial D, so some people know about them.
Oh,
The time where Bunta got the Impreza, he brings the gas station owner for a test drive, and he mentions those pads. He's like, "Why do you got those?" So
sporty driving.
yeah.
It's this one.
The biggest TV made in a production car. We have talked about this on a previous
I was
show.
going to say,
This
you
is
want
the-
one of these still, don't you? Yeah. Okay.
Very
I thought
much.
so.
I very much want one of these. The Lexus LM, which is the Lexus version of the Alphard, makes a $200,000 minivan.
You know, how much is a first class plane ticket? Because you could either fly first class, a handful of times, not even maybe, or you get your own first class driving experience all the time.
Yeah.
Only if you get driven, though.
Right. You still have to fly economy class when you're on the plane. That sucks, but too bad. You drive more than you fly. So
There are
maybe,
a lot of
mostly.
luxury cars that cost more than these, and they don't necessarily have the same features. This one has the glass between the driver and the passenger, which is retractable. It has the phone chargers there in the center console, heated and cooled seats. It has cooled drinks and a little table that you can fold out. You can see there. Fridge. The cooled drinks is in the armrest there. So those AC pumps through vents in those.
Also, very cool.
Can't make it out too much in the picture, but they have sunroofs in the top, and I believe that they have retractable covers for them. And then 48-inch TV that you can either have as a super wide TV, or you can split that into two TVs that are both 16:9. So each person can watch their own 16:9, no clipping or no cutting the image. Pretty cool.
There's no way a family bought this.
Yeah, it's a 4-seater. It's a minivan, but it's a 4-seater.
But like, if you buy it if it's a family car, the adults are getting screwed royally.
Well, the front is not too bad either.
I know, but it's not the back, and the back is what you're buying this car for,
spoiled
right?
brats. Now we
There's
see these
no way.
LMs all over Tokyo now. You go into Tokyo.
There are quite a few.
I was counting them because I want one. I want the cheaper one though, not the one that's 20 million yen. I want the one that's 15 million yen.
Oh, bargain.
Yeah. And I want to wait until they're
150
cheaper because I can't afford one of those.
Yeah.
But that one has 3 rows, and it doesn't have this crazy screen. It doesn't have the partition. It doesn't have a lot of this stuff.
What about the chairs? It's got the chairs?
It has the chairs, but it doesn't. They're not as high of a level.
I was going to say, because how do you get into the back, like the third
Right.
row, without
In fact, they're very similar to the Alphard's executive lounge version.
you want this one. This one's way cooler. I mean, seriously, this is like...
One of my kids can just roll around on the floor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next feature.
Or someone just doesn't get to go on the road trip.
Oh,
Sorry.
one more thing about the Lexus I got to mention. It has seats that you can program different moods for you. Again, we talked about this before, but you can be like, I want to feel exhilarated. So you press the exhilarated mode, and then the vibrating seats, the heated seats, the cooled seats, the air conditioning,
Yeah.
all has this pre-programmed setting that makes you feel invigorated.
Like to wake up before you're about to
there's
stretch your
different
legs.
ones too,
or
like
something.
relax and something. Yeah, weird stuff.
How much is it to rent one of these? I really want to go on a road trip and just be in the back and know what it's like.
Sure that you could rent them. It'd probably be pretty pricey, honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
When
Renting
we
at
got-
200,000.
When we got back from Germany, we called a taxi through the taxi app, and then it said, "Oh, you got a free premium upgrade," and it was one of the like business class lounge Alphons
Oh
that
yes.
I got into. It was the best.
They're
Yeah.
so good.
Yep.
They're just like, it is the way to be transported on the road.
I love how the headrests
cool.
are like airplanes. They have those little flaps
Yeah.
that you can push in so that you can
Yeah.
like pillow it.
If
Yeah.
you want to have a great car to import from Japan, it's an Alphard.
And we're selling a decent amount of them. They were the third most popular
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Next one, this is like the Alphard Junior. This is where it all started. The Toyota Celsior F package back from the early 90s. The
I
F package
love
is the only one
these.
that has these options. It has vibrating seats, reclining back seats, heated back seats, and you have a console that has optional telephone, optional voice recorder, because back in the late 80s, early 90s, you would record things on your thing and then you would take it to the girl who works there and they would type it
Yeah,
out for you.
right. Yeah.
Voice recorder. And of course, you can also set the stereo in the back, but the vibrating seats,
Yeah.
heated and vibrating seats. What a cool little feature.
Yeah.
Right.
And you'll probably pay about twice as much for the F package because people know
Yeah.
about this and they want it.
When I remember, I think I had just started working here, and you explained to me about the F package when we had bought one for a customer, and I fell in love immediately. I've wanted one ever since, and they used to be 200,000 yen. They're now probably like 1.5 million
Yeah, absolutely.
for a nice one.
Okay.
Also, Greg's trying to sell you on that that Lexus. Great for Smash Brothers, that big TV. You wouldn't have to, like, you could just smash anywhere.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, you can anywhere with a Nintendo Switch.
No, it's not the same.
No,
Just a 48-inch TV.
Yeah.
The maps are always long, right? So you perfect for the ultra wide.
I would really be worried about dropping frames because of lag, because you wouldn't be able to change the TV, and who knows how much lag that TV has, right?
No, I think you just buy it. Figure it out later.
It is
Next one.
unbelievably bad
We need-
to have
we need-
dropped frames on.
There you go, Greg.
A
He's
game that
he's
fast.
that elite that he's worried about the frame rate on the TV inside the $200,000
Oh,
car.
by the way, I got Lucario into Elite Smash. I haven't
Oh.
announced it yet. I was kind of waiting for a special time.
There you go.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Okay, so this one here is a little esoteric. There's a car, the Honda N-Box, which is just a regular Honda K car, and they have a weird little multi-mirror inception system to make sure that you're not going to run over kids in the front of your car. And so you can see here in the
Yeah, one of them looks forward.
A-pillar, and this is the opposite A-pillar from the driver. So in Japan, the driver will drive on the right side, so this is on the left side A-pillar, right? And so this has two mirrors. One of them will show you beside your car. You can see the bottom one there shows you beside your car.
Yeah.
The second one is a top mirror. It shows you a reflection of another mirror that's on
The outside mirror.
the outside of your door mirror.
I think we have a second picture here. So
So-
it mirrors into this mirror, so then you can look forward.
So because this car, pull up a picture of. I think the next picture is the picture of an N-Box.
It's a video.
Oh, thought I put one in.
N-Box is not difficult to see around, is it?
It kind of is though. It's got a high waistline,
Here.
so you sit up fairly high in it, and they're just
so-
worried about like there
So
might be a
the-
curb or there might be something that's a little hard to see over
Yeah,
that edge,
yeah.
or like you can see something moving,
There's
like
the
if a
mirror.
child's there or
Yeah.
something like that. So you can't really see it too well in this picture,
Yeah.
but there is that extra mirror there. So mirror inception. You want to see there? We could have put like a camera with a little, screen, but instead you can look through a mirror to look at another mirror to look there, but don't look in the other mirror because that mirror shows you a different part of the same side of the car, which is otherwise
It
a
is-
blind spot.
It is so weird, but at the same time so intelligent and easy.
I wonder how well it is to actually, like, how well it works. Like if you look at that mirror
We've sold
and then you're looking
one,
at
and
the-
it's pretty decent. You have to
Yeah,
have sharp
okay.
eyes in order to like actually make something out, because
yeah.
it is going to be small, but it's definitely usable. And Max recommended this one, so thank you, Max.
Because I said in one that we sold that had it, and I was like, wait a second, this is smart.
Mirrorception.
I think-
Mike's favorite one is the next one.
Wait, Spaghetti Software has a good comment for those mirrorception things. You gotta put yourself in the shoes of a 55-year-old sweet little Japanese lady driving her grandchildren around the play park.
Yeah.
Hopefully she hasn't entered the play park with her car, in which case the mirrors are going to help.
And if
but
it is an older lady, you
there are
better
other
hope she's
problems.
wearing her glasses.
Yeah. But I just imagine little.
Okay,
mirrors.
so we have the action going, and this is
I very
is so
quickly
cool.
pulled this video because it's a good angle, but the guy forgot to unclip his roof.
Yeah. And he's gonna realize it. Oh no!
Whoops.
Oh no! No!
See how quickly that arm moved?
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Because we know, right, Mike?
We do know.
The trans top has plastic gears inside, so if you forget to unclip the top, you're probably going to shatter one of your gears.
It will break itself. You don't, because you forgot to do your thing, it will break itself. That is so cool.
Look at him grinning like he bought the
Yeah.
right car. The trans top is the dumb person's version of that car. I'm sorry if there's anybody watching this that got the trans top, but this is ridiculous. Not only does it break easily, but
No trunk.
it does have a trunk. The trunk is half the size, which was already not that big.
It has a space and a trunk location. Can we really call it a trunk?
No, you absolutely can use the trunk. When you have the roof in the trunk, though, like, see, here's the problem that I've got. The biggest problem with it. You want to put something in the trunk real quick. You put the key in the back. You turn the key, and then you're waiting. You see how slow that thing goes up and down. You're gonna wait a real long time to put something in the back. You're talking a minute and a half to put your groceries in the back.
Yeah. And your groceries will then be flattened by the roof coming down.
advertised.
There's a thing that you can pull that shows you where you're allowed
Right.
to.
So you get about that much space.
Yeah,
Cool.
about that much.
All right. Documents.
Probably about that much space, honestly. Like, those trunks are quite deep.
Now that
Yeah.
people saw it and think, wow, this is sweet, what do you have to say?
Don't buy a trans
Mike
top.
doesn't let you buy any of these because
They're 100% broken.
most of them are broken.
100%.
And if you get one that hasn't broken yet, it'll probably break before export. And what happens if it breaks before export?
Can't export it. They can't check the trunk. Why would they check the trunk? There's no space in the
There
trunk
could
to
be
put anything.
drugs in there.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, the customs needs to check what's in the trunk. And if you can't open the trunk, you can't get in there.
I like that
And if it's
comment.
broken in the closed position,
Yeah.
none of these parts exist. You can't open it.
Yeah.
You can't export it.
And we have taken apart the mechanism there to see if we can get replacement parts or something like that. And they're all plastic cogs and they're all shattered.
And they all, like, you might be able to get cogs that work for it, but like speccing cogs
Yeah.
might not be the thing that you want to do.
Yeah. Get like 3D
disclaimer,
printing or
and
something.
I need to hurry you through all of this.
Okay, I want to read Denzel's comment though. Derek and Mike confirmed to be anti-trans.
Century kick-through seat.
This is so cool.
People
So
know about
Toyota
this,
Century has a seat
Do they?
that opens up so that you can relax your butt.
Or
with
kick
the-
your passenger.
right? They would be able to feel it if you opened the back up. But yeah, that would be a real fun thing to do all the friggin' time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
what are
the
you doing?
Century, obviously a car to be driven around in. And there is a Nissan that has the same thing. It was optional on the SEMA or the President. I think both of them had it optional. And I believe that some of the Crowns had it too. Crown Majesta or something
Yeah.
like that.
The funniest part about these is the passengers in the rear get to control the front seats.
Yeah, there's buttons on the seats.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
like
Not
lean
the-
back
not the
and go
driver, but-
forward.
Yeah. So you can like, as a passenger, you can be like, get out of my way, or go away and just push them into the dash.
Yep.
Those headrests are also really cool. See that dial on the headrest? That moves the headrest forward and back, not up and down.
Wow. Perfect angle for reclining. Unless your passenger says otherwise and says, go to the dash.
Next one. Am I good, Max? I'm
Yeah,
quickly
Zoom
going
in,
through
zoom
these.
in.
I'm just
How many more do we have? A few.
a few.
The next one, okay, so this is a Delica Space Gear, and this was another one recommended by Max. And what it is it comes stock with fog lights, but you can choose the color of your fog lights. You can either turn on the yellow ones or the white ones. You cannot put them on at the same time. They have a rocker switch to pick the two. And they've got a number of different types that have both colors of fog lights. There's upgraded bull bars that allowed you to do these sorts of things too, but I guess the idea is in certain conditions a yellow one might be best, and in certain conditions a white one might be best, and so why not have both? And by law you're not allowed to have more than one set of fog lights on, so they would put that on a rocker switch.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting because nowadays you would have a bulb that can switch.
Right, you'd have an LED that has different temperatures in it, or you probably wouldn't even have that. Like, I would think that almost every fog light is a single color.
Next one. The more you know. This guy.
This is a Toyota Crown, and for several generations of the Toyota Crown station wagon, they had a flip-out jump seat. Also the Camry. I didn't know until I was doing research, but in North America, the Camry station wagon had this too.
Wow.
So it is a North American version as well.
Jump seats for a period in time were extremely popular for wagons. Like the
Mercedes-Benz had them until the early 2000s. Toyota Crown had them from like the 50s. They had sideways facing ones. They had
those sideways facing ones look like something from an Italian mafia movie.
That picture we were looking at earlier is a Crown Victoria station wagon.
Those are the mafia ones
with the double flip out sideways ones.
They look cool though. It's
very, very cool.
I need to have a little talk with you in the back of my wagon. It's a little tight in here. It's like, you make any mistakes, I put you in the trunk for real.
You got a button on there that folds him into the floor.
Good night.
Yeah, and this folds completely flat, so you can still use the station wagon as a station wagon, but you need some extra seats. They've got a little footrest or like a hole for your feet to go in there.
These are absolutely for children because we did.
Remember, we did that.
Yeah,
was
when
that
the drivers came to pick up the cars.
Yeah.
It was a Mercedes.
Yeah, the driver came to pick up the cars, and they're like, "Where are these guys?" And we open up the trunk. Here we are.
It was exactly like that. Derek saw them come and was like, "Hey, do you want to get up in the trunk?" And then open the trunk when they get here, and we're like, "Okay."
That was probably the first time we've been in a trunk together.
Oh, that was the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, jump seats.
Okay.
Trunk jumpers.
Love it. Okay.
Next one.
Okay. Does anyone know what the heck we're looking at here?
I mean, it says it in the front, but...
It says Cavalier in the front, but that doesn't necessarily mean what we're looking at.
This is from factory. Not a Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, that rear wing was on the Cavalier from factory in Japan. It was a Toyota spaghetti software coming in with the smart brains twice in a row. But this one here is a TRD version. They made a special... So the story is that Toyota and Chevy kind of worked together on a few things in the early 90s to, I guess, mid-90s. Not a lot of cars. The Corolla was rebadged as a Geo. They had the... which had the 4AG engine in it, which is pretty dope. Front-wheel drive, though.
I can feel Grant itching to talk about this. He loves this car.
And I guess Toyota got their Cavalier for Japan, and they didn't sell very many of them because it's an atrocious car, but you can get a Toyota version of the Chevy Cavalier, and then Toyota's like, we're selling 8 of these, so we better do something to make people buy them, and they made an aero kit for it.
So was this the TRD Cavalier, was that only available in Japan?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
And those wheels probably were part of the kit as well. They look very Toyota styled.
I feel like Grant needs to buy one of these. If they ever come up for sale.
They actually, I believe that Toyota officially took this racing too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did.
So.
And wait, it was like the first woman to enter racing or something for a professional team, and she actually did really well.
Gave her the Cavalier,
right? And she did really
driver. Well, what do we got here?
Yeah,
take that.
Yeah, I think that's what I remember. It was some really cool story where like her first debut into racing, and they gave her the worst car, but then she did okay.
Perfect.
Okay,
moving along quickly.
Take away from this episode, TW was saying, Toyota loved losing money on random cars.
Yeah, and they did a complete flip and we're like, we're never doing that again.
But it is cool. There's a reason why we like Toyotas.
Yeah.
Okay. Honda Acti Crawler. It is a 4-wheel drive, 6-wheeled version of the Acti. A handful of them are made. We've exported a few of them. Intensely cool. Can't drive on the highway with the
Intensely cool.
treads on, but you can take the treads off and you can just drive it like a normal truck.
Yeah.
You will get you'll get some tire scrubbing in there because
Yeah.
you go around corners. You know the way that it's built.
It's still a K truck, and they didn't really manufacture all of those parts to.
But incredibly cool.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Wait,
The
I have.
last
Can I do a quick story?
Yes, please.
No.
The first time.
I
Max
said
said
yes,
no.
Max. You may be the
Okay.
producer.
He's the boss.
He's the
I'm the boss. Look at me,
the first
the boss.
craft boss. The first time I ever saw one of these was on a ski hill in Japan, and I was like, "What the hell? They've done some crazy modifications." I didn't know it was a real car, and it was like zooming up the hill, and it was towing something. I don't remember what it was towing. It looked like maybe supplies or something. It just drove straight up the ice mountain, the iced up mountain.
I love that.
It was very cool. Mind-blowing moment. I just stood there and I was like, what is going on? This
That one
Japan is
looks
so
like it's in
wild.
good condition.
Yeah.
Next one.
The last one.
No, there's one more.
There's one more.
Illuminated license plates.
Oh, you want one of these, don't you? This
I-
could replace the BB.
I incredibly badly want one of these, but they are like, I don't know, like 6 meters long.
Yeah.
So they take up a parking spot and a half. So you thought the double cab Toyota pickup trucks are cool. Here is a Toyota triple cab, 6 doors, and a full-size bed in the back.
I want to talk about this too.
Go ahead. I am in shock with how cool these things are.
So Derek wants one of these really, really badly, and
I bought one.
Wait, did you?
Yeah. That's how. I'm not gonna say the name of the person, but the person who bought the one before from us is because I wouldn't let it go through auction without us winning it. And then I was like, now that I've bought it, I gotta find someone to buy it. And I asked that guy, and he ended up buying it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was this before my time?
No.
I don't. I feel like I vaguely remember. Was it blue? Or was it white?
I can't say because
okay.
it has presence online.
Okay. Never mind. Anyway, so Derek really, really loves these,
We bought 2
and
of
we
them.
had a fleeting idea to have a little Moto Compo tour thing.
Oh, don't say
And
that because I really want to do that instead of doing this job.
If there's enough support, maybe we'd make it happen. But imagine all of the tour people in the triple cab, so you and all the homies loaded into the triple cab, and then like just decks of Moto Compos in the back.
And,
so
and,
cool.
and the front row is 3 people sit in the front row, so it's 9 people that could sit in here. And like, imagine sitting in the front row. Famous Mike is driving this, and famous Derek is passenger, and then you go out to the mountains and you drive your little Moto Compos, and you get your picture for your Instagram.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, Moto Compoing in the mountains of Japan in this
Why are you
weird
laughing,
triple
Max?
cab.
I thought you were saying, imagine famous Mike driving, famous Derek sitting on the left, and you're squeezed in between.
Yeah, I mean that's the image we're selling here.
Oh my god. This is the most expensive seat.
The problem is these were bought to order from companies, and not many companies wanted to buy them, so you'll find them 1 in a million, 1 in 10 million cars.
Yeah.
They're exceedingly rare, but
So cool.
unbelievably cool.
Okay, last one.
The last one is this
Congratulations
one.
if you've made it this far.
And here in Japan, some of y'all know about this, but some of y'all don't. This is the illuminated license plate, which is official. You can get this on your car if you want. Right from the Japanese registration office. It is not aftermarket at all. It is an official Japanese license plate.
Not aftermarket, but you have to pay extra, and then you have to pay to get like an illuminated.
They need to install it with the lights
Yeah.
and the wires and all that. And they've had these since the 70s or early 80s. It's been a long time that they've had these. And they used to have light bulbs, and now, of course, they've moved on to LEDs. And
Very cool. And the plates are special. So the usual plates are just like aluminium?
Yeah.
And they're pressed and then painted with the numbers. These ones have like plastic
Translucent green plastic.
that goes for the numbers so that the light can shine through. And it is very cool, but the plastic parts break a lot. And
I haven't,
or can break.
I haven't really found that too much.
No, they don't
Like, we
break.
have a few
like,
of them right now in the office.
Right. So what we've started offering is for you to purchase the plates that come with your car, and it's a bit of a process, but they will punch a hole in it, and they say for the glow plates in particular, when they're punching the hole, there's a chance that the plastic can break, and they warn you before.
Do we have any that with the hole punched in them?
We do, and
Did the
they're
plastic break?
No, they're
Nice.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with those plastic ones because, like, if people buy the plates, right, they're expecting a regular plate. The plastic plate would be different, right?
Right. And I don't think we've had anyone who wants to buy the glow plate on their car. We just kind of have kept a stock because if your car doesn't come with plates, we want to still provide you with plates if you
glow
want
plates
them.
have an inherent value higher than a regular plate.
Yeah. And then you also need the other equipment for the glow plate, so they're not
You can-
fine on their own.
Right,
But
right.
yeah. Yeah, and you could retrofit
We could very
something.
much sell it as a kit, though,
Yeah.
with both pieces. And the
But then you have
the
to
backing
remove-
could be installed basically into your
Yeah.
car anywhere that you wanted. So you wouldn't necessarily have to pretend it's your plate and have it all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there it is, all of the weirdest features that we could think about. So we kind of used up all the show. We'll probably go over a little bit on this show because we got to go right into the next topic.
We're zooming now.
You ready with the reverb? This week at PCA. So first off, Ayako, if you're watching this, I'm going to buy you a Gutty Gutty Kun.
Only if you're watching this.
Yeah.
You must be
I
watching.
wonder if somebody at some time is going to tell my wife that, like, the gig, like, I don't know, maybe somebody will watch.
You are missing
knows-
out on all of these
Right.
gifts by not watching
You
the
only
show.
get the gift if you watch it. So Gutty Gutty Kun is basically the popsicle de jour. Not the de jour, no. It's the popsicle that has been around for 70 years in Japan or something.
Cheapest.
And it is the
Popsicle.
cheapest popsicle. So, Ayako, you watch the show, you get a cheap popsicle.
Ayako, if you're watching
We
the
do
show,
have a
maybe
Gutty Gutty
wait till
Kun
next week.
story, but we're going to have to hold that until
Okay.
next week because
Yeah.
of time reasons. But the Gutty Gutty Kun has a special place in our office in particular. So it is not
It is
just
a rolling joke.
I think the Gutty Gutty Kuns are like,
60 cents, aren't they?
yeah, 60 cents or something like
Yeah.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
that. All right.
They are an popsicle.
Okay, news about Jacob. He has now been working with us for just over a year, and he is legal to work in Japan. He just got
hasn't
his.
been all this time,
No,
but he is
he
now.
has been. His visa was expiring,
Yeah.
and they gave him a 1-year visa when he was here.
Mhm.
This is his second time coming here, so he's been here longer than a year. He got his visa renewed, and he has 1 more year.
1 more year.
My first time renewing my visa, I got 3 years.
Yeah, you cheated
were
somehow.
lucky.
Yeah.
I was also married to a Japanese lady at that
yeah,
time.
maybe that's why.
Could be. And I think they are more strict with it now than they used to be, honestly.
Yeah. And I think it depends like what company you work for too, and if they
Yes.
have like a great visa process, you can easily get a lot more, but usually it's 1 year, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year.
Depends on the inspector if they feel
Yeah.
gracious.
And when I came here, there was
You
no
have to
5 year.
slip in a senyen or something, and
That'd
he's
be
like,
so fun,
"Alright."
trying to bribe immigration with a senyen.
Yeah. Oh, how did that get in there? I'm sorry, that was for the stamps.
Okay,
Should I leave it in there?
Max,
Hello.
tell us about the super rare option that we've all been waiting to hear about.
Yeah, this
But
is
we
a
don't
bonus.
have a picture.
Wait, let's
Can
find
we
one.
find a picture? I want to see what this looks
Let me
like.
try. So, I saw an S13 with the glow rear window. I don't know if we can find it easily. It's not the 240SX.
Tasty.
Wait, 240SX has that as an option, or that's aftermarket?
I don't know. See, you can't find
You might
anything.
have to do it in Japanese.
How's Sylvia? Shirubia?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if we can.
Oh, that red
No?
picture has. Well, it's the wrong car, but
So, could you explain what it is? This is an ultra rare option.
Yes, it is. So the Sylvia logo that you have in here, there's a special option that is mega rare. It has a greenish glow Sylvia logo, and it comes with there's multi-pack glow things.
I thought it was on the
Even with-
rear window, but it's
No,
the like rear quarters.
It's a rear quarter
Oh,
window.
okay.
And there's also a glow Sylvia logo for the rear insert, just
And it's
like with
integrated
the skylines.
right into the window. So
Yes.
to get it, you would have to replace the back window.
Yes.
And you saw one in the wild, and then you didn't
Driving
take a
around.
picture of it.
And then I didn't take a picture. No.
I feel like this was an option for some other cars. Like I think the 240SX picture that you saw before was one of those.
It might have been.
I think
car,
the
right?
GTO had it too.
Really?
Because I'm not sure, but I remember trying to find it, and they're stupid rare. Like, and then you have to replace the window too.
And it's a dealer option, right? So the dealer would have to pull out the window that was already in there to install this new window. That's not that easy.
Can you try search for GTO glow window?
With all the time we have left in the show, we might have to skip questions.
No.
Oh,
Nah,
that
never
GTO
mind.
glowing one is cool.
Yeah.
That's just a wall sign. What?
What?
Oh man, if you accidentally pull up porn on our live show,
That would be hilarious.
It's really
That-
small on my.
That 240, that looks like it's been customized, but it
Yeah.
looks like what it used. Oh
it
no,
looks
that's
incredible.
maybe that 180SX one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you
I
get
don't
the
know.
idea.
Yeah.
You get the idea.
If someone can find one cool, maybe
Yeah.
send it in. That would be
If
awesome.
I see it next time, I will take a picture.
Yeah. Now Max.
However, I did take other pictures at the Initial D event.
Oh,
at Fuji
yeah.
Speedway on the weekend.
Hey, isn't Bunta's car supposed to be gray?
No, it was blue
It's blue in the anime and gray in the manga.
because the manga is black and
No,
white.
no, they actually say that it's gray. He's talking and it's like, I got a gray one.
Oh.
So
okay.
I believe in some of the video games, you can get it in both colors because both
Lore.
exist.
So I went there, looked around. There was a bunch of cool.
Oh, that is so cool.
that is really
they put
cool.
up like manga slides,
Right, and the
and
floor?
then placed the car into the scene just like they were.
I think this is a fantastic idea.
Oh,
And
that
yep.
is great.
what I just realized, the coolest thing about this is at Fuji Speedway. So these are in the pits of
Right. This is
or like
in the pits.
the team
where
garages.
Usually the cars. go.
yeah, and you can see like the race going on in the
Oh.
background. That
And
is
this is so cool
super cool.
Because look at the how they have the wheels rotated, like the Evo turning in to turn and the FC to drift around.
Attention to
sweet.
detail, right?
Yeah, that's really
That
cool.
is really cool.
And then this one,
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
and then I
who
have
put this on?
This was the
it's the official Initial D 30th anniversary thing, but it was
Yeah.
in collaboration with the 86 style meet. So it was a bunch of
Okay.
GT86, GR86.
Yeah, it looks like they went all out. That picture
Yeah.
in the background's great with the
Yeah.
toge mirror in the middle.
Mm-hmm. That was really cool to see.
and they got the speed lines as it's like a camera. That's so awesome.
And then there was one thing at the GR, the Toyota booth, that was it was an 11 A86. You haven't seen these pictures before. Test mule. So they had a bunch
Ooh.
of electronics in the back,
Ooh.
and we asked if they could open the hood. I said no, secret. It's a mysterious car.
Did you open the hood anyway?
No.
Yeah,
this
try and
is-
stop me.
Sorry, this is the parade of all of the.
That is so, man.
replicas
Fuji's so
of them.
big.
Right?
Yeah.
That straight is like
Yeah.
a kilometer and a half almost. 1.2,
So
I
that was
think.
pretty cool. So, and they were really smart with the badge here. Can you spot
I
the
can't quite
idea?
see what it says there.
So it's the Twin Cam 16 badge that you normally get, right?
But it's got some other letters put in there.
Twin Cam
G16E?
Thumbs
That's
Wait, what's that last part?
kanji.
up. Thumbs
no?
up. It's a
Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
So the G16E is an engine code.
I don't recognize it.
It was another car.
That's a GR Yaris engine.
Correct.
Oh.
So this was another car that they had at the booth. And this is
Crazy.
a non-turbo Yaris, GR Yaris engine in an
What?
A86.
Wow, that header is really cool.
Right? And this made 125 horsepower. 3-cylinder GR Yaris engine, non-turbo.
The
Why
regular
not?
version of the 8.6 engine has the intake on the other side.
Yeah, so this was the intake here.
And so you have, in that case, the hot side right next to your brakes. So put a huge shield up.
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks incredibly clean, like very well done.
Yeah. We wanted to hear it, Spaghetti Software, but we didn't get the chance to. It was too quiet against the other cars driving on the track to hear it, really.
Oh, I bet it sounded well.
Three
Inline
cylinders
3
can
cylinders are
sound cool.
weird. They've got a very good sound to them,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
Mm.
and I think that was it from...
Very cool adventure.
Oh no, we have one more thing from Mike.
Oh yeah, this is an update for last week. That Porsche competition that we mentioned, the Porsche, Gavin Ma's Porsche in Canada won. They got the National Champion Award for the restoration.
Look at
Now, we did ask for you to go and vote on the Instagram page. However, we failed. The popular vote was not won by this car. I don't know who won it, but somebody else won the popular vote. That was the votes from Instagram, but this was also a judged competition. They took all of the cars throughout Canada to Toronto, I believe, and had a big event there.
So
and this one
our
won.
car won the judges,
PCA
but
export
not the
car.
popular vote.
Correct, yeah.
So someone else who built a car has more followers than we do.
Right. Either we didn't mobilize our massive fan base hard enough, or yeah. Anyway, but thank you to those who voted. Hopefully you saw something cool if you checked out the competition.
Yeah.
Do we want to decide on what stuff we skip? Do we want
We'll
to
just skip questions, I think.
You want to do the ship and showdown?
Yeah.
Okay, so a little announcement. I don't know if Greg is still here, hanging about. Greg, we're going to do your car next week. Oh,
Because it's
I'm
awesome.
ready. Ship and Showdown is the next topic that we're going to be announcing right now.
You know what would be funny is if you use your one swear to change ship into something else.
That would be a diss, though, right? That would be a shit and showdown. Then we're pretty much calling that person's car shit.
We can do one.
I said shit twice. Well, that's third. I'll stop.
We can do one for our own cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Greg, we accidentally had two cars, and that's why your car is the thumbnail for this show, but we didn't realize we'd already said to somebody else that we had an entry. So last week, no entries. This week, 2 entries. So we're going to space them
that
out.
thumbnail image is of the BB open deck with the tent on the back, right?
That's right. Yes.
And so Greg bought a BB, had the surprise tent, and got the pictures of it, which now are going to become the world's lore of BB open deck tents pictures on the internet.
Yep.
Because there isn't very much of that out there.
So, Greg, I don't know what photos you've already sent in, but if you want to send more and do cool camping tent things, then please do. We'll show your car next week. But this week, are we allowed to say the person's name? We are, right? They're probably, they usually do watch. Nice first photo. This week's
I don't know how
ship
long
and
you want to stop
showdown.
there.
Right, long enough. This week's Ship and Showdown ride is from Griff Rides, who went on a motorcycle trip with his brother, and that is his Pajero. And this is a photo outside the Glory Hole station. Now, I don't know why this is funny. I just think it's looks like a gas station with extra services.
Yeah.
Imagine getting gas there and you're just like always a little bit on edge. Like, I haven't seen any of these holes around here, but maybe I'm missing something. You go to take the gas filler out of the hole and you're like, maybe we'll just leave that in there.
That's not a gas filler.
Yeah.
I can't
Incredibly
believe-
funny.
I can't believe they haven't changed the name. Like, somebody's got to have been like, guys, you know the name of your store
this is whose? Who's on this one?
Griff Rides.
Is Griff Rides in the chat right now?
I don't know about right now, but he does watch the show, so... Well,
I kind of want to
obviously,
know
if
the
he-
story of the Glory Hole station. Like, is there like a town called Glory Hole or something like that?
Ah, okay.
Because there's some really dumb names of towns, right?
Yeah. Imagine. Oh yeah, he's here. That's perfect. What did he say in the email? He said an unfortunately named building.
Yep.
Something.
Included is a photo of a famous area near my hometown. Curiously named.
Curiously. That's right. I liked his wording on that. Yeah.
It's a super old fishing hole in the town of Angels Camp.
Fishing
And
hole.
other
Right. Okay, glory hole.
I just picked out 3 pictures. He sent in. He sent in.
Oh, he sent in a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the.
So that
textures
Pajero,
of this.
which is a shorty version of the Pajero, and a diesel, 2.8 liter diesel
turbo.
turbo. Yes. Exported by us, and now has gone on a road trip. Where is this? Where is Griffith's based
I
out of?
don't know. Glory Hole. He's in Glory Hole. Nearby Glory Hole. Nobody lives in Glory Hole, but yeah, he's
Someone in the
around
chat
Glory
said,
Hole.
I just tuned in and
I don't know. Customers send us pictures, very funny pictures. We include. You may not recognize this picture, but it was one of the contestants' entries. Griffred's entered his car into the competition that we did for
We got
send cool photos of your car.
we got Royal Trading in the chat. Is that
Oh, cool.
Is that Moiser?
Still in Japanese, can't read.
He's talking about the colors between the initial D.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay.
I think it confirms what I said, but I'm
Yeah.
not that good at Japanese reading.
And Mr. Griffrides, I have to inform you, I think if you had sent in the photo of Glory Hole Station as your photo entry for the last competition, you might have just won by default. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
But,
we have the motorcycle picture.
Ah, Seattle. Yeah, it's so cool to go on a motorcycle trip.
Yeah.
Taking your, like, the biggest problem with some of those adventure bikes, like, I think someone has it looked like a KTM, like a proper, oh no, it is a bit smaller. It's probably a 600? 660 or something? The
You're worried
KTM's
that the
have weird.
KTM will break down on your trip?
No, I mean, like, they're not really suitable for highways, so if you're going to do a trip somewhere, it can be really frustrating to have the knobbly tires and everything when you're going on an off-road trip. So
Right.
transporting the bikes and then enjoying yourself and then having the comfy,
But they went with the Pajero, right? So maybe off-road is more their style-y.
yeah. Both bikes look like they're set up for
Cool.
camping.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Riff Rides, thank you for sending that in to us. Are
Yeah.
we giving him anything?
I think stickers, we can include some stickers or something.
Riff Rides get stickers.
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 Who did we give for last week? We gotta
I-
no, the week before. We gotta remember to send stickers in their
We
document
should give Gutty
package.
Gutty Kun. Like,
That would be Gutty Cuddy water.
I know it would melt, but like, if it melts, it becomes a juice in a bag, and then you can put it in the freezer again. And although it won't be a popsicle on a stick anymore, you can still experience a Japanese ice cream or
until
a
the
popsicle.
bag bursts and then the package.
Small price to pay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, all right. Well, we could do it in the DHL bags, so that way if it does burst, then you could put the whole DHL bag in the freezer. too.
Okay, what else we got? Our show is well over time, so
Yeah.
So if we want to skip questions,
sneak peek at next week. That's what we got on our docket.
Oh, that sneak peek was for Greg. Greg's going to be next week on
All
Ship
right.
and
Yeah.
Showdown. But if you have a story about your car or some photos and videos that you want to share with us, please send it in. It's fun to show you guys off what you're doing with your cars when you...
there were a
Important.
few questions in the chat that I screenshotted. We'll do them next week.
All right.
So just for the people.
Cool.
who
Sorry,
asked.
everybody, for skipping the questions. We went overboard with how cool and unique the Japanese cars are, but we're gonna have to call it a day now.
We're over time.
We need to go have lunch and buy some cars and stuff.
Correct.
All right. So everybody, it's time to say goodbye. I know you're sad. We got an outro song that's coming, probably in about a month, by the way.
In a month?
Yeah.
I was too excited. I want it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hear?
No?
Want to hear the
well,
new version?
no,
of it?
I want to hear
There's an unproduced version that just has lyrics at the moment on top of a beat, and the beat is you can't hear it very much.
I'm
You can
very
basically
much
only
looking
hear
forward to it,
lyrics.
but I want to know the final one. Once you've got it, like you and that artist have.
There's a line in the intro, and I'll say it now because it
Oh,
just makes
don't
me so
ruin it.
happy.
because he's got
don't.
really cool stuff, and he's got like, yeah. I'm just waiting for it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Do the
All
whole
right.
thing. It's like a
Yeah.
grand reveal.
All right. But there's one line in it that I thought was really funny.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Tune in next week. We'll be here.
Peace.